Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to do an all signs. We're going to start with Pisces and go all the way to Aquarius because it is Pisces season, and we're going to take a look at what messages Spirit has for you for Mercury retrograde, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So this is for Pisces Spirit. What messages do you have for them for Mercury retrograde? Pisces, please. Okay, Pisces, your overall energy for this reading is the Knight of Cups. So this is a, of course, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is Spirit telling you that you're going to have suitors coming towards you. We're going to clarify to see who this is, okay? It's talking about them coming towards you with their heart on their sleeve, laying everything out on the table and being open and honest about their feelings. So I'm assuming this is talking about your soulmate, but I want to clarify to make sure, okay? You don't see this coming with the moon, okay? This is Cancer and Pisces energy. You may have Cancer or Pisces placements, or your person may have, or it could be both of you, okay? Then we have the Hermit showing up here. This is Virgo energy, okay? So this is about healing. So Spirit is telling you your person, could be on the way. So you need to be making sure that you're doing what you need to do to prepare for this person to show up, okay? Because the soulmate card is showing up here, okay? Talking about you having a strong connection and mutual attraction with each other and wanting to build, a stable relationship together with the Three of Pentacles. So let's start. For some of you, you may have an apology coming your way. I don't know if it's the new person or if this is somebody old trying to worm their way back into your life. We're going to see who this Knight of Cups is, okay? All right, let's clarify. Give me 1 second. Okay. Knight of Cups. Okay, so we've got the talking card that fell to clarify the Knight of Cups. Okay, it says interested, awaiting messages, text calls, emails, talking more. So I feel like this is talking about your soulmate. So Spirit is telling you your soulmate is on the way. You don't see it coming with the moon, okay? All right. Let me get a message. We're getting messages from Spirit as well to see what Spirit wants to tell you, what advice, for Mercury retrograde. All right. Okay, so the first card, it says plan. It says following long-term plans will help me achieve my life's purpose. To make the most out of this moment of inspiration and angel guidance, plan your days so as to reach maximum efficiency. This is a powerful time for you and you're capable of achieving a lot. Without a plan, you risk wasting precious time. So Spirit is telling you during this Mercury retrograde, you need to be planning out the things you need to do, okay? Because we still in the shadow. When this goes up, it will go, Mercury retrograde will be here, but we're still in the shadow phase, and I'm already getting issues. I'm having issues with trying to publish certain things. I've had this has happened twice in the shadow. The last two all signs I did for y'all, I had to take it down and redo it twice. I had to do it the last one, the one the week before, and the one that we did for this week, I'm having to redo it. So I'm telling you, saying all this to tell you, you need to be making sure that you're planning what it is you're doing, okay? So you know where you're headed, and if you get sidetracked, you know how to get back on track is what Spirit is telling you, okay? Then we've got the Ace of Swords showing up here. Again, this is talking about communication, somebody coming towards you to tell you the truth. And I feel like for some of you, this is not going to be for everybody. Your person is about to show up, okay? All right, let's clarify. So we got the hopeless card showing up here. It says sinking. I don't know why I was about to say stinking. It says sinking, despair, falling apart. You got to get it together, Pisces, if this is you, okay? You got to stop falling apart. Okay, if this is not you, don't take the message, okay? But for those of you that are in this energy, you got to stop doubting that this is going to happen. Why would Spirit sit up and lie to you and tell you week after week that somebody is coming for them not to show up? Think about that, okay? You have to be ready. And just because you think you fucking ready, it does not mean that you're ready. It just means you think you're ready. That's what you need to remember. But let me also say this hopeless card could be talking about the other person, the past person, one of those dusties or crusties trying to come back because they feel hopeless about the situation, and they know you got 2 feet on out the door and you're gone and you're headed towards someone else. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because you got somebody coming towards you. There's going to be a lot of chemistry, a lot of attraction, a lot of spark, a lot of passion. That's what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay. The next card we're going to, oh, let me get a message from Spirit for this. Ace of Swords. Okay. Then we have take a step. Okay. It says, I put action behind my goals every single day. It says you need to let go of any doubts and fears and step out of your comfort zone. Your angels are supporting you and leading you in the right direction. So you should accept their help and enjoy this moment in your life. Okay. So Spirit is telling you to step outside of your comfort zone. And I feel like they're talking about when this person comes in and they start telling you the truth, you're going to have to open up your mouth and talk to them too. Okay. Don't be sitting there letting the person just spill everything out, and then you don't say anything in return. Because imagine how you feel. Because think about it, you went through that with the last person, right? You was telling them everything and they weren't telling you shit. So remember how humiliating that felt for somebody to do that to you, and don't do it to this person, is basically what Spirit is telling you. You got a whole spiritual team around you who are supporting you. So know that this person, when it's you'll know if it's this person or not. When this person comes up, don't be afraid to tell them how you feel. If you like them, tell them you like them. If you want to call them, pick up the fucking phone and call them. Stop playing all these games. All of this shit has been things that have been entrenched. We have learned based on these fucked up relationships we've been in. But you about to step into a healthy relationship. So for you to step into a healthy relationship, you got to move differently. I told you, you can't be old Pisces and be trying to have a healthy relationship, because old Pisces is not the person that had healthy relationships. Otherwise, you would have been in one by now, right? So let's be honest. Let's be open and honest about what's going on here, because we're looking at the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is all about honesty. It's all about transparency. So if you want somebody to come into your life and be transparent with you, you need to be ready to do the same thing for them. Okay? All right. Okay, next card that's showing up is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is talking about destiny. All right? This is Sagittarius energy. It's talking about destiny. It's talking about your soulmate, because this is a soulmate card. Okay? So Spirit is telling you that what is happening, or what is about to happen, is destined. Okay? Hold on. Okay, we've got the abandoned card here. It says left out, walked away cold. And then we have shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Okay. You've been abandoned. You've been through all this stuff where you've been messed around by people. Okay. If these things are still coming out of the deck, and this is you, Spirit is talking about you, Pisces, come on now. It's time to look at these things and put them to bed. I told you, you don't have to do it all in one day. You just take one thing a day and work on it, okay? Or take one thing and say, especially if it's something big, say I'm gonna spread it out over a week. I'm gonna work on it for a week until I get it to a certain point, and then you move on to the next, or however long it takes you. If it takes you a month, it takes you a month. It doesn't matter. It's not the speed at which you move. It's the consistency, okay? It's like this channel. If I don't put up no videos, y'all don't know what to expect. You know, you be looking for videos and I'm not putting no stuff up. So I can't not put no videos up and then get mad because ain't nobody watching the channel. It's the same thing with this. You can't not do the work you need to do and then get mad because you're not excelling or moving in the direction you want to move in, or you still feel some kind of way. It's because you have to work on this stuff. You can't just sit and expect somebody to come knock on your fucking door and it just be that easy and you don't have to do anything to work on things, because like I told you, it takes two to tango. It wasn't just what this motherfucker was doing to you. It was the beliefs and negative thoughts that you had that brought that shit into play too. It wasn't just them, okay? Because would never sit here and take this other person's side and say, you know, that they were right to do what they did or anything like that. I would never sit there and say that, because some of these people y'all were dealing with were a piece of work. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to take responsibility for your part in the fucking shit so that you don't go through this again. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? All right. Let's get the advice. So we've got calm showing up here. It says, I'm surrounded by the energy of calm, peace, and positivity. The angels remind you that calmness comes with the determination to live happily ever after in the present moment, relinquishing the past and not worrying about the future, but placing our lives firmly in the Creator's hands. So this is Spirit telling you to let go and let God. Focus on yourself, love on yourself. You have things to keep you busy. You got this shit right here to keep you busy. You can't just not do anything and just sit there and say you ready and then get pissed because the person don't show up. Because I keep trying to tell you, if Spirit is not saying that you're ready, or if Spirit sees that you're not doing any work, I mean, what is it that you want? What are you expecting to happen if you're not doing what you're supposed to do? And those of you that feel your skin crawling and you feel some kind of way, I'm talking to you. Because if you triggered by what I'm saying, that means you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to do. And you need to get to it. I hear get down on it. That's what I hear in my head. That's what Spirit is playing. Get down on it, that you need to go ahead and do what you got to do. That's cool in the game. Look it up if you want to know about it. Okay, last card is the Death card, Scorpio energy. Okay, so Spirit is telling you, how are you going to go through a transformation if you don't do the work? How are you going to become the Pisces that's going to be open and loving and be ready to have this healthy relationship if you're not putting yourself in a healthy timeline? That's what Spirit is trying to tell you with this card, okay? All right, let's clarify. Lord, here they come. You know they had to show up. That's the dust in the crusty. That could be why you seeing the cards you seeing as well. So if none of these cards here, the abandon, the brokenness and all this stuff, if none of that is applying to you, then it could be because this dude here or person here, dude or dudette person is trying to worm their way back into your life. Hold on, let me get another card. Death, please. Because I told you they gonna come. Because if your person is finna show up, yeah. Because see, we got the shallow card. Hollow, empty, boredom. You may be bored with this, bored with waiting on this person or whatever, but you shouldn't be waiting on them. You should be living your life. You know, I tell you that all the time. You're not supposed to be sitting around waiting on nobody, okay? Okay, yeah, clarity. Spirit is telling you it's time for you to be truthful, to be, honest with yourself, okay? To figure out what your intentions are. What is it you really want? And if you really want this relationship, ask yourself, you need to ask yourself, Pisces, are you really willing to do the things you need to do in order to welcome this person into your life, okay? All right, let's get the last piece of advice from Spirit. Okay, we got the commitment card showing up here. It says, my thoughts, actions, words, and deeds support my commitment. The angels ask you to evaluate your commitments to others carefully as you enter this new phase. Get rid of anything that weighs down your spirit. This could mean leaving draining jobs, commitments, or habits behind. We talk about this all the time, right? It's not just you and your healing. It's the other areas of your life as well. If you work at a dead-end job, you need to be making moves, baby steps, to move into what it is that you came here to do, right? If you want your own business, you need to be taking proactive steps in order to make that happen. All of these things. If you, like I told you, if you need to get your body right, you need to get in the gym. If, whatever it is that you need to do, you need to work on, you need to put that into play and start doing that. Because if you surround yourself with the things, the projects and the activities that you need to work on, you ain't gonna have time to be waiting on nobody. And then they're gonna show up when the time is right, okay? All right. We're gonna get a message from your person, and then we're gonna get a card from Spirit to close this out. Okay, so we have culture showing up here. It says there are cultural norms and expectations I need to overcome before we can really be happy together, all right? And then hold on, one more. Mistaken. It says, I'm not the person who is in your life right now. Have you mistaken the wrong person for your soulmate? So you need to ask yourself that. If you, messing around with somebody right now and you think that's your soulmate, Spirit is telling you it's not. Or your person is actually telling you, because this is from your person's point of view. They're telling you that it's not them. All right, let me get. Okay, we have, will you help me? And then we have, I don't want to wait any longer. Please be mine. So like I told you, just like you're not ready, you know, you want to be with this person and you ready to be with them 10 years ago, they feel the same way. But the only difference is I feel like they are focused on, they're consuming themselves. Let me say that. They're consuming themselves with becoming the person, the best person they can be, so that they can be, you know, a beautiful match for you. That's what I feel like it is the difference. I'm not saying everybody is not, y'all are not doing that as well. But I feel like there's some of y'all, whoever it is, I'm reading their energy. They, you know, they sitting thinking that, I hear La La Land in my head. Like they thinking that they ain't gonna have to do nothing and the person just gonna come knock on the door. So I don't know. Those of you that are working on yourself and doing what you need to do, more kudos to you. Keep moving, keep working, keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Spirit is proud of you. But those of you that's sitting around and expecting things to happen without having to do nothing, don't get pissed. Don't be coming in the comments cussing me, because I'm just gonna block your ass. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Like I say, I love y'all, but if you're getting wild with the mouth, you know, trying to blame me or trying to blame spirit because your shit ain't working, that has nothing to do with me. All I can do is give you the information that I'm being given. What you do with that information is on you. Because like I said, I'm giving you actionable things for you to fix your life. But you the one that got to do it. I can't do it for you, you know. Let me quote one of the other tarot card readers. What you want me to do? You want me to go down to the, you want me to come to your house and you want me to sit down with you and help you heal? Do you want me to go tell your person, you know, when spirit tell me it's the right time, you want me to go tell your person, hey, it's time to come knock on the door because they did their healing? Is that what you want me to do? That's the question you need to ask yourself. You have to start working on yourself and doing what it is you need to do, okay? All right, Pisces, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week. Have a good Mercury retrograde to the best of your ability. And I will talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye. Hi, Aries. And welcome back. This is Leigh from Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. And so this is going to be a message from Spirit for you for Mercury retrograde, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So this is for Aries Spirit. Messages for Mercury retrograde. What do they need to know? Okay, here we go. So overall energy for this reading is the Six of Pentacles. So this is talking about, you know, equal love, equal give and take between you and this person that's coming, okay? Then we've got the King of Swords showing up here. Air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This can talk about your person being someone very independent, someone who's very picky. And like I said, you know, this person has a lot of people coming at them, but I feel like they're not looking at anybody but you, okay? This card could also have a double meaning. It could be talking about one of the Dusties and the Cresties trying to come back as well, okay? All right. Yeah, because somebody is juggling here, and it's not your person. It's not the new person. I feel like this is talking about the older person trying to come back, all right? Even though you have a love offer, you know, coming from this soulmate. But with the Page of Pentacles, earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your person's going to come in, you know, and give you something long-term, stable, and committed because they got a lot of love for you with the Queen of Cups. That's Scorpio energy. Okay, we are going to start by clarifying this Six of Pentacles. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you, what they want you to know. Okay, so we have obscurity. It says secrets, mysteries, concealing. So you got people watching you. You know this. I tell you this all the time, Aries, okay? You got the old Dusties and Crusties watching you, plus the new person is watching you as well. They're trying to keep it hidden, trying to keep it a secret, but oh well, Spirit's telling it, okay? All right, let's get some advice from Spirit for this. Okay, we've got declutter showing up here. It says, I am surrounded only by what I need and love. The angels want you to know the best way to declutter your home, your workspace, and your life is to take things one small step at a time. Combined, small steps will lead to big improvements that will be easier to maintain over the long run. So Spirit is telling you to get rid of things. You know, it's everything. It's not just the people in your life. It's not just, you know, old romantic people, you know, friends that are supposed to be friends, but that are frenemies. Spirit is also talking about actual articles in your house or you know, in your environments, because it could be your work environment as well. This is about you getting rid of things that you no longer love. If you don't love it, then why do you have it? And you need to just let it go. Okay. All right. First card we have that fell is the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Like I said, you are on the road to finding your life partner with the King of Pentacles. And like I said, if you want it to last for the rest of your life, you have the potential, you and this person, to build a relationship like that. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, you have the potential with this new person to build something very peaceful, very balanced, very harmonious. You and this person are going to be not only lovers, but friends as well. Okay. Let's get the message from Spirit. Okay. We have wisdom showing up here. It says, my mind is strong, open, and clear. So the angels are letting you know that working on nurturing a deeper connection with your own divine power can help you to deal with changes and challenges with ease and can ensure you become your own tower of wisdom and calming presence in your life. Okay, so this is Spirit telling you, this is like, you know, be your own best friend. Help yourself through things. Like I tell you, when I need to talk about something, right? If there's nobody for me to talk about it to, because I mean, I have friends and stuff like that, but sometimes everybody's, you know, indisposed. So if that happens, I pull up the video screen on my camera and I talk to on my pad and I talk to myself. That's what I do. I talk it out, because you have to learn how to be your own best friend, because there are going to be times where everybody's indisposed and they ain't got time to listen to the things that you need to hear. And I know that sucks, right? Because sometimes it just be like that, but you have to learn how to, I don't want to say that word. I don't want to, that's what Spirit is giving me, pacify yourself, but learn how to coddle your own self. And I don't mean coddle in a negative way. You have to learn how to be if you want somebody to come into your life that's going to be your lover and your best friend, you got to learn how to be your own lover and be your own best friend. It's about you learning how to love yourself. It's whatever type of energy and you know, ways you treat yourself, that's how the people are going to come into your life and mirror it back to you. Okay. All right. Next card is the Ten of Swords. Okay. So this is talking about endings. Okay. Betrayal, backstabbing, cheating, all of these things. Okay. Let me clarify and see why Spirit is showing us this card. Okay. So this is about your person, your divine counterpart stepping into your life, that there's going to be, Spirit is telling you there's about to be an end to the backstabbing, the betrayal, the lying, the cheating, all of these things, right? This person's going to be the yang to your yin or the yin to your yang, guys. Make it fit, okay? This is, you know, divine counterpart energy coming into your world. Okay. Let's get the message from Spirit. Hold on. Okay, so we've got self-care showing up here. So it says, I love taking the time to understand my needs. The angels want you to remember that although dedication and hard work are crucial, you also need to pace yourself. Otherwise, you could stretch yourself too thin and burn out. That would be bad for your pursuit. So whatever you're doing to work on yourself, whatever you're doing to put an end to this Ten of Swords, Spirit is just telling you to pace yourself, okay? When you know when you need a break, Aries. You know when you're pushing yourself too hard, because you like Aries and Scorpios are very similar when it comes to that type of stuff. We are very focused. We're very driven when the time calls for it and the situation calls for it. We're very driven in it, and it can get to a point, because like Scorpios, we're obsessive by nature. So anything we tackle, anything we go into, we're single-minded about it. And I feel like Aries is similar with that, when it's things that they really want, and they're determined to have it. Okay, so Spirit is just telling you to pace yourself and don't overdo it, okay? The last card we have here is the Death card, Scorpio energy. It is talking about, you know, transformation. So some of y'all may be dealing with a Scorpio, okay? Or you may have Scorpio placements or both, okay? So with the Death card, this is just Spirit, I feel like, telling you to get ready for this transformation that's occurring, okay? Because you got somebody coming into your life. This connection is going to be filled with ecstasy, a lot of chasing thrills, excitement, a lot of good times with this person. I feel like that's what the problem's been, Aries. You have been in so many jacked up situations with people. You haven't ever been in a connection with somebody where y'all just fucking chill and just have a good time and just you know, be in each other's energy and just be enjoying. And I feel like, you know, this new person that's coming into your life, that's what they're going to provide you with, and you're going to do the same for them, okay? All right, let's get the advice from Spirit. Hold on. So we've got manifest, okay? It says, I have everything I need. The angels remind you that by filling your subconscious with thoughts and images of what you really want, and by speaking positively about these things, you will bring them into your real life and manifest your yes. So Spirit is just telling you, you know, think about all the time. This is what your person does. Think about all the time. You and this, you know, you and your person together, what life is going to be like, how y'all going to have a good time, the things that you want to do with this person. And, you know, speak positively about the situation. Don't get frustrated and get upset. You're going to feel like that at times. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're not. That would be a lie. I'd be lying to you by saying that. But you're human, but don't sit in it. I tell everybody that. Have your time, have your bad feeling, and then as soon as it's over, go right back to the positive shit. Start to think positively. Think about this person, you know, being with you, what you would be doing right now if the two of you were together or something like that. Just always try to take it to it as much of a positive place as you can, as much as you can, okay? All right. Let's get some messages from your person, and then I'll get I didn't even give Pisces this card, but I'm going to give it to you. All right, let's see what your person wants to tell you. Okay, so we have, I wish we could be together, but it's complicated, okay? So like I said, you both have healing and things that you got to do, all right? And until that's over with, you just going to be at a distance, okay? Then we've got, are you thinking about me? All right, so this person's thinking about you. I told you they think about you all the time. All right. Let me get one of these. Okay. Then we have, I always knew there was something different about you. So you stand out to this person. Like I told you, with that King of Swords here, this person can be with anybody they want to be. I'm not saying you can't be with anybody you want to be, but I'm just trying to tell you, if this person is wanting to be with you, Aries, that means that you're special. So don't mess up your situation by not doing what you need to do. I feel like you are doing what you need to do, because like I told you, most Aries, y'all obsessive like we are, and you're going to work and do what you need to do, but if it's something that you really want. But don't allow the fact that this person hasn't come into your life yet, don't allow that to get you down. When it's right, when the time is right, trust me, nothing's going to stop the two of you from coming together, okay? Then we have, I had a crush on you from the very start. So this person been checking for you and feeling you from the very beginning, like I've always told you, okay? All right, let's get one of these Romance Stars Oracle cards before I let you go. Okay. We have devotion showing up here. It says, a dedicated partner whose love is unconditional and eternal. So like I said, if you want to be with this person for the rest of your life, you're going to have the, you know, potential for you and this person to build that type of relationship, okay? All right, Aries, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Love y'all, Aries. Bye. Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to get a message, a Mercury retrograde message for you from Spirit, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is for Taurus Spirit. What's the Mercury retrograde message for them, please? Okay, Taurus. Overall energy for this message is the Magician. So this is talking about, Spirit saying, you're manifesting what it is that you want, and you have all the skills, tools, and abilities that you need in order to do that, okay? Underneath this is the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy. It is talking about you overcoming obstacles, right? This is about you doing the shadow work, okay, to unite the light and dark sides of your personality, and for you to, overcome whatever obstacles are standing in your way so you can head towards success, okay? This is going to require, with the Hangman, Pisces energy, for you to let go of things that no longer serve you, okay? So you may have old friendships that need to be let go of. You may have, old exes that you may need to let go of. This could also speak of family members that, are not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, and you letting go of those things as well. Because this is about you getting your justice, about you getting your just desserts. It's also about you getting your karmic comeuppance, whether if you've done right by everyone, you're going to get, the positive end of the stick. If you haven't, you're going to get the reverse, okay? So what you've done, whether you've treated people right or to the best of your ability or not. And so, karma knows everybody's address. Let me say it like that, okay? You are headed towards 10 of Pentacles here with the 10 of Pentacles card. So I feel like you're headed in the right direction. Let's clarify. Let's start with the Magician. Okay, so we've got emotional storm and abandoned here. So you may, have felt left out, okay? Walked away from, treated very coldly. With the emotional storm, this could talk about turmoil, instability, and, being affected by what's happening to you. But I feel like this is just a situation where you just need to keep going. You need to keep moving towards what it is you want, okay? Mercury retrograde may be particularly hard on you this year for some reason, is what I'm picking up. So we've got the money card here from Spirit. This is a message from Spirit. It says, I am tapped into the universal supply of money. It says the angels ask you to cut back on your spending and get the most of your money in line with things that are most important to you, okay? Angel number 88888 is a message to learn to manage your money better, as it can help you become financially secure and provide a safety net for any unpredictable situation. So Spirit is telling you to, cut back on your spending, okay? Save some for a rainy day, because you never know when you might need it, okay? All right, the first card that fell here is the 5 of Cups. This is talking about crying over spilled milk. So there may have been something that happened in your life that, ended up being a setback. Maybe you thought something positive was going to happen, but the opposite happened, okay? Let's clarify. Okay, so we've got withdrawn here to clarify the 5 of Cups. It says single, lonely, solitary. So this is about you, I feel like, licking your wounds over whatever this is with the 5 of Cups. But I feel like Spirit is telling you, have your moment, have your time, have this, situation where you need to, what is the word? To grieve whatever has happened with the 5 of Cups. But, use this single and solitary time, this time that you're alone, in order to heal from it. So just move forward from it, and don't allow yourself to completely sit in it and let it take you over, I feel like, is what Spirit is saying, okay? So we've got the self-care card showing up here. Spirit, the affirmation is saying, I love taking the time to understand my needs. The angels want you to remember that although dedication and hard work are crucial, you also need to pace yourself. Otherwise, you could stretch yourself too thin and burn out. That would be bad for your pursuit. So Spirit is saying, whatever this is, you could be working on healing, okay, with these 3 cards here. And Spirit is just telling you to make sure that you're not overdoing it. Take it a little bit at a time. This is not a situation where you need to try to build Rome in one damn day, because it wasn't built in a day. So this is about you needing to basically do what you need to do, but do it in a manner where you can still take care of yourself at the same time, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, next card is the 7 of Cups, okay? It's saying 7 of Cups, bad choices. is what it says on here. So you have a lot of options. You got a lot of people coming towards you. You know, I still call y'all the hoochies of the zodiac. It is because you always got people playing in your face. And I feel like right now is no different because it's Mercury retrograde, baby. So they coming out of the fucking woodwork and you got more than the normal. Okay, no more than the norm than the other zodiac signs do. Okay, so I feel like this is spirit telling you to be careful because this can talk about you being confused as well because you got all these people in your face, okay? So we've got, oh, they lusting after you is what spirit is saying. So it says forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. So this could be somebody that's in something with somebody else trying to hit it and quit it. This could also be a situation where, you know, that's all they want to do is hit it and quit it. They're not looking for a relationship. And, you know, this is somebody that just, they're seeing you as a sexual object. Okay, and it could be a lot of them that are seeing you this way because it's clarifying the Seven of Cups, which talks about having a lot of options. Okay, all right, so the card to clarify, or the message from spirit, is manifest again. So the Magician is about manifestation, and so is this card. So spirit is saying, I have everything I need. It says the angels remind you that by filling your subconscious with thoughts and images of what you really want, and by speaking positively about these things, you will bring them into your real life and manifest your yes. So this is about you remaining positive, right? Not letting this Five of Cups energy take you down. Just realizing that things happen. Everything don't always work out the way we want it to, when we want it to. And because you got to have your wits about you, because you got motherfuckers just crawling out of the woodwork, wanting to play in your face like they always do. And you got to use your discernment to know who needs to be in your life and who doesn't. Okay. The last card we have here. Okay. The last card we have here is the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. So you got somebody coming into your life that vibes with you on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. This is the person that you need to be entertaining, is what spirit is saying. Okay. Hold on. Okay, to clarify, oh, we got apology showing up here. So for some of you, you had a false start with somebody and this person is coming back. This is Gemini energy, the Lover's card, if I didn't say that. But you got somebody that's coming back wanting to apologize. It could be somebody new. It could be somebody old. It could possibly be both because you got the Seven of Cups showing up here, right? So when it comes to you, I would probably say that it's going to be both that are coming. So if you had a false start with a soulmate, which, you know, a small amount of you have, that's what this is talking about. But it could also be talking about that Dusty and the Crusty from the past, or several Dusties and Crusties in your case coming back to apologize for some shit that they did. Okay. All right. Let me get this. Hold on. Hold on. Be back. Okay, Taurus. So the card that fell, the message from spirit, is Fairy Wings. It says, my inner child is happy and carefree. Do you ever feel like a lost child wandering aimlessly through life? Do you feel you've forgotten how to truly be happy and carefree? The angels ask you to play, have fun, and let go of the adult seriousness you have been carrying around. So spirit is telling you to, you know, be a child again. Get in touch with your inner, you know, your inner self, your inner child, and open up. I feel like, you know, with this new person, that's why this is falling with the Lover's card, because you're going to have somebody that's going to come back into your life, you know, possibly make amends for those of you where, you know, this resonates, but this person is going to bring out your inner child. There will be a lot of play and a lot of fun between the two of you. You're going to be each other's best friends, I feel like. Okay. All right. So let's get some messages from your person, and then we're going to close it out with a card from spirit. All right, here we go. Okay, so we have nothing really makes sense without you. Okay, then we have I will be there by your side when you're ready. And then we have I can feel that strong bond we share on a soul level. All right, let's get a few more. Let me get one of these. I want to do something different. Okay, then we have opening up. Okay, it says I am getting ready to say what's in my heart. I know that this is love. It's true, unconditional, and everlasting kind of love. I want you to know that I'm trying to open up, but it's so hard for me to put my feelings for you into words. But I know I have to do this and that you need to hear them. Okay, so this person is getting ready to open it, come in, open up to you, be completely and totally transparent. Okay, all All right, let's get a message from Spirit. One more oracle card from Spirit before I let you go. Okay, so you got two. The first one says love language. It says learning and understanding each other's love languages is essential for meeting each other's emotional needs. So you got to know how to love this person. This person has to know how to love you. So you got to tell them how, you know, you like to be loved. Okay. Cause like me, I'm all about the quality time. If you don't spend no time with me, I feel like I'm not loved. Okay. So you got to figure out what your love language is and make sure to let your person know and find out what your person's love language is so that they, you know, will do the same, because people tend to love you the way they want to be loved, because that's pretty much what we were taught. But I feel like in this situation, it will go a long way for you to find out what their love language is and, you know, and try your best to show up that way. Okay. Then we've got getting to know each other. It says, enjoy discovering new commonalities, goals, and dreams as you get to learn more about each other. So you and this person, like I said, you're going to be playing together, having adventures together, having a beautiful life together. And, you know, it's just going to be a lot of fun just getting to know each other. Okay. All right, Taurus, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye. Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to get a message from Spirit for you for Mercury Retrograde, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So Gemini Spirit, what is the Mercury Retrograde message for them, please? This one? This card? Okay, Gemini, overall energy for this reading is the Nine of Cups. So this is talking about wish fulfillment, right? You have a wish coming your way, all right? Underneath this is the Devil, Capricorn energy. You may have somebody obsessed with you. This could talk about somebody, you know, trying to stand in your way of you getting your wish, okay? Underneath this is the Knight of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This can talk about taking a risk, but it could also speak of like player energy, somebody trying to come into your life. You know, somebody that you don't want coming into your life, okay? With the Hermit card, this is Virgo energy. This could talk about, you know, you healing, or just could also speak of your person healing as well. And there being a lot of curiosity, a lot of communication, and a lot of passion between you and this new person that are, you know, that where you're coming towards each other. Okay, so we're going to start by clarifying this Nine of Cups and see what the message is from Spirit. Okay, we've got, excuse me, emotional storm showing up. So it says turmoil, unstable, affected. So there may have been some things going on in your life recently that may feel like turmoil or some type of, you know, instability. It could be that Spirit is telling you at this time, you know, while you're heading towards trying to get your wish fulfillment, you may run across some bumps, some blocks, or some things that you need to deal with. Okay, let me get another card. Okay, ooh, we got Girl with a Snake showing up here. It says charmed or used, enable boundaries. So Spirit is telling you that there may be somebody, I feel like this is talking about your old person, the old ex, the dusty crusty. I'm not going to call him your person because I know y'all feel offended by that, because I would if somebody called the ex my person. So this person may be coming back towards you. It could be their, whoever it is that they're with, trying to come at you as well. Spirit is telling you that you need to make sure that you set your boundaries, okay? All right. The good news about the dusty and the crusty showing up is the fact that, you know, that means your soulmate should be on the way as well, okay? We have the Serenity card here. It says, everything in and around me is in perfect harmony. It says you're moving into a time of greater inner peace and tranquility. The angels reassure you that peace of mind is within you. You can feel serene even in the midst of great turmoil. So this is about you keeping your wits about you no matter what happens, no matter what the 3D shows you, okay? I was listening to a video actually the other day, and this girl was saying that she measures her energy in terms of money, right? Saying that, okay, when I wake up in the morning, I only got like $10 worth of energy, right? So what am I going to use that $10 on? And am I going to use it on some bullshit that somebody's talking about when I got all these other things I got to do? Or am I going to turn a blind eye to that and not react to it and use my energy on things that are going to benefit me? So I feel like that's what Spirit is saying with this card, okay? All right, so the first card here that fell is the Six of Pentacles. So this is about equal love, equal give and take, all right? This is what you have heading your way. I feel like this is your, that is part of your wish fulfillment. Okay, so you've been waiting for your person, right? I feel like a lot of you may be closing out old cycles, okay? You may be going back, revisiting things from the past, trying to clean those things up. If you're doing that, kudos to you. Keep doing it. Then we have the seduction card showing up here. So it says attraction, teasing, hooking up, dating, temptation. Somebody might be coming in trying to tempt you that is a dusty or crusty, somebody from the past. Or it could be somebody new coming your way trying to seduce you because they don't want a relationship. They just want to hit it and quit it, okay? So it will behoove you to pay attention to who is in your energy. Because if it don't, you need to listen to your intuition. If it don't feel right, okay, you need to listen to that, okay? So you don't get hooked up into something you don't want to be in, okay? Because if it's the old person, they trying to come back into your life and make you go through another cycle with them. If it is somebody new, they could potentially, break your heart, fuck up your peace of mind, whatever you got going on. If you got peace of mind going on, Gemini, you need to try to hang on to it with a death grip, okay? So we got money showing up here. It says, I am tapped into the universal supply of money. The angels ask you to cut back on your spending and get the most of your money in line with things that are most important to you, okay? Angel number 88888 is a message to learn to manage your money better, as it can help you become financially secure and provide a safety net for any unpredictable situation. So Spirit is telling you, watch how you spend your money, okay? Focus on, doing things that are going to, amass your fortune instead of doing things, spending your money on shit that ain't going, that's neither here nor there. Let me say it like that, okay? Next card is the Seven of Wands. So this is about you. This is what Spirit wants you to do. This is about you standing your ground. Okay, setting those boundaries and not letting people, get close to you without, some sharp ass scrutiny is what I feel like Spirit is saying with this card. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. So you got people coming in with nefarious, with ulterior motives here. Okay. So it says lusting here. It says forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. So you got this. For some of you, this could be that past person trying to come into your life, come back in Mercury retrograde in order to try to hit it and quit it one more time, pull you into some shit you don't want to be in and fuck up your peace of mind. That's why Spirit got me saying the things they've got me saying. Then we also have the grounding card. Okay, Spirit is telling you need to ground yourself. This is about stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. It's about you recognizing, not leading things with your pants, not looking at stuff, from that angle. But I feel like a lot of you, none of you are doing that. But, Spirit is putting that out there anyway. But, this is about you, staying grounded, okay? Doing exercise to keep yourself grounded and being very discerning about who you allow into your energy. Because like I told you, everybody don't have good motives, all right? Okay, let's get the message from Spirit. Okay, so we've got self-love showing up here. It says, I am worthy of love. Focus your attention on loving and believing in yourself. You are being encouraged by the angels to make your relationship with yourself your number one priority. Rather than dwelling upon your shortcomings, You must accept and embrace who you are. So this is about accepting all of you, because if you want somebody to come in and love all of you, you got to love all of you too. Okay? All right. Last card is Temperance. This is about balance. Okay? This is also about your soulmate showing up. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. You know, it can speak of moderation as well. So that reminds me, you know, is reminding me about the Money card. Everything in moderation. Don't go overboard with whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we have confession. So you got your person is getting ready to come in. This new person is coming in. This could also talk about the old person too, but this card is a soulmate card, and I feel like it is talking about the new person coming into your life to confess, you know, to come clean, to tell you exactly how they feel, okay? And it says you're expecting this to happen. You have faith. You are manifesting it, okay? Then we have the Breathe card. This is the message from Spirit. It says, breathe. I inhale. I am relaxed. Exhale. I am at peace. Those are the affirmations. I am relaxed when you inhale. I am at peace when you exhale. Deep breathing calls us back to the moment. It slows us down, taps into our senses, and reorients our minds. The angels ask, if you find yourself stressed, filled with racing thoughts, or unable to focus, please remember to breathe. That's what's going to calm you down, okay? All right. Let's get some messages from your person, and then we'll get a closing oracle card from Spirit before I let you go. Okay, let's see what your person wants to tell you. Okay, so we have network. It says there is potential for our paths to cross in the workplace or through our professional endeavors. So, you know, with this person, you may work with them, okay? Or you may, you know, have coworkers, and you and this person may know the same coworkers. Let me say that, you know. Then we've got victim. It says, I can't save you or fix all of your problems for you. So, you know, that's why you got to do the healing and work on yourself. That's why this Hermit card was showing up here, because Spirit is reminding you that you need to not give up on, you know, healing yourself. Okay, let's get some more messages, and then we'll get the oracle cards from Spirit. Hold on one second. Okay, we've got I'm always with you in spirit. And then sometimes I imagine how my life would feel, how my life with you would feel. So this person, you know, they dream about y'all all the time, about the two of you being together. All right? All right, one more card, oracle card from Spirit before I let you go. Okay, so, well, we got a bunch of them that fell. Okay. We've got soulmate. It says the person you are inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. Okay? This person's going to feel familiar. They're going to feel different, you know, more different than anybody else you've ever dealt with. Then we have control issues. It says by trying to control this situation, you'll only slow down your answered prayers. Let the divine take the lead. All right? Then we have best part. If life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part. You both bring out the better parts of each other. Okay? All right. Gemini, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye. Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to Leigh Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to get a message from Spirit for you for Mercury Retrograde. It's going to be a love message, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is for Cancer, Spirit. What is the message for Cancer for Mercury Retrograde? Hold on, because it want to come out before I can even get the cards out. Okay. All right. Overall energy, 7 of Pentacles. So you are investing in yourself, I feel like, and you should be proud of yourself for this, okay? This is about you, you know, trying to reap what you've sown. So you're planting the seeds to have the type of life you've always wanted to have. Then we've got the King of Pentacles showing up here, Earth sign or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What this is telling me is that your life partner is coming, okay? You're going to see them as your life partner. They're going to see you the same way. This is going to be something grounded, stable. It's going to be here for as long as you want it to be here. Let me say it like that, okay? Then we've got the Five of Cups showing up here. Some of you may feel hopeless, helpless, okay? This could be talking about the past connection, the past people you've been dealing with, feeling like this because, you know, you have flown the fucking coop is what I hear, and you're not dealing with their asses no more. And, you know, we got the Queen of Swords energy. This could be you sitting in this energy, or it could be this old past person we're talking about, because look at the skeletons down here, okay? If this is you, Spirit is telling you you need to take care of these skeletons, okay? Whatever these things are in your closet, because these are things that could stop you. You see how these skeletons are down here near her feet? It's like if she were to get up and walk somewhere, she would trip over these things. So that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. By you not taking care of this stuff, these are things that could trip you up in the future, okay? Then we've got the Nine of Wands showing up here as the wounded warrior. If you're still feeling wounded by certain things, you really need to take a look at those things and take care of them. I'm not saying that things are never going to come up after this, but this is about getting you to a certain level so that your person, your new person, the love of your life is able to come in, okay? The last card we're going to look at is the Two of Cups. You and this person are soulmates. You have a strong connection, mutual attraction, okay? So let's start by clarifying this Seven of Pentacles. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. There's another one. Okay, so your divine masculine is coming in, baby. See, those of you, y'all doubting. Y'all doubting Davids, because I ain't going to say doubting Debbie, because they always want to put the negative shit on women. So y'all putting it on a man. Nothing against the men, but doubting Davids, okay? Your masculine, your divine counterpart. Let me say that, because for guys, you know, this is not just a woman focused reading. I'm talking to all of y'all, okay? So like that's why I always tell y'all, make it fit. So your divine counterpart is coming in, right? This person is going to allow you to have a second chance when it comes to love. So it's talking about reconciliation, making amends if you and this person had a false start before, because for a small amount of you, you may have had something come together with this person only to have it fall apart. That is why I tell you to do your healing, Cancer, because I don't want you to get into something with this person and be all excited, and then because you didn't do the things that you were being, you know, told that you should do, you end up going into separation with this person again. We're trying to avoid that from happening, okay? So the message from Spirit is serenity. It says, everything in and around me is in perfect harmony. You are moving into a time of greater inner peace and tranquility. The angels reassure you that peace of mind is within you. You can feel serene even in the midst of great turmoil, is what Spirit is telling you, okay? All right, so this is about you having peace of mind. Look, in the middle of a fucking... let me not say hurricane, because the eye of the hurricane is calm. But I guess that's a good analogy. It's like you being in the middle of a hurricane in that eye of the storm where everything is calm. Like you may have all this turbulence around you on the outside, but on the inside you're nice and calm. That's what Spirit wants you to put yourself in, that type of energy as much as you possibly can. Okay? All right. So this first card, this is what was coming. The words was coming before I could even put the card down. The minute I saw it. King of Swords here. Air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This person could have air placements. They may not. You may have air placements in your chart as well. With the King of Swords, this is the past person coming back, trying to come back into your life, okay? I see, you know what I see? I'm being drawn to all these little rocky pieces here. So this person has created a lot of, I feel like, chaos and problems in your life. And Spirit is letting you know, they're giving you the heads up that this person is going to try to come back into your life, okay? Because it's time. Because it's time. When this new person is showing up, they showing up too. See, because the new person is waiting, right? It says they're waiting. They're closing out cycles. You know, they're dealing with certain things they need to deal with in their life so that they can come towards you. Hold on. And then we've got take a step. This is the message from Spirit, okay? It says, I put action behind my goals every single day. You need to let go of any doubts and fears and step out of your comfort zone. Your angels are supporting you and leading you in the right direction. So you should accept their help and enjoy this moment in your life. So see, look, you're not supposed to be stressing and being upset, Cancer, about what's going on. I don't know what's going on in my eye. Hold on. You're not supposed to be stressed and upset about things going on. You're supposed to be focusing on yourself, loving on you, and to hell with everything and everybody else, okay? Because this is about you getting yourself together, okay? This is about you preparing for this amazing love that you have coming in your life. See, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there won't be distractions, because you got this motherfucker right here that wants to try to, you know, worm their way back into your life. So Spirit is giving you the heads up so that you know, all right? Okay, then we got the Hierophant showing up here. This is Taurus energy. This is talking about a committed relationship, marriage, okay? It could be something traditional. You could be dealing with someone who is very traditional, okay? Even though they got a little weirdness going on too, or a little weirdness like you got going on. But when I say that, you see me smiling, right? It is not meant as a put down. I love the weirdness. You know, I always tell you, let your freak flag fly, right? So this person, they gonna let you fly your flag, and you gonna let them fly their flag, okay? So it's like you have this person coming into your life, and like I said, they're going to be nothing but a blessing to you. I'm not saying you won't have ups and downs with them, but I feel like it's going to be you and them against the world is what I hear in my head, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay. Okay, so the days of you being single, okay, and feeling lonely, or being in situations, you know, with hollow people who are empty, okay, and you being bored, those days are going to be over, is what I hear Spirit saying, okay? All right, hold on. Okay, so the card that fell is Courage. So it says, my bravery increases with each step in the right direction. It says the angels remind you that you become more confident and courageous by facing your fears daily. Each time that you face fear, it slowly begins to wither away. And as a result, you start to grow into the courageous person you were meant to become. So this is about you facing your fears daily, okay? And knowing you have beautiful things coming, but there are things that you must do in return in order to get these things. Because I tell you this all the time. You can't be old Cancer and be trying to get into a relationship with somebody healthy, because old Cancer didn't do things in a healthy manner because of the negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. I'm not saying you sit here and you consciously choose to sabotage yourself. I'm saying the things that you went through in the past, the traumatic events that you've experienced, have caused you to move in a way that is not conducive to you being in a healthy relationship. So it is necessary, it is imperative that you do the work you need to do. And like I told you, Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm not asking you to do everything in one day. I'm asking you to simply commit to saying, okay, I'm going to heal myself enough until I can get into this relationship with this person. But healing needs to be something that you do on a regular basis anyway, because even if I got stuff going on or not, I still heal myself. I still work on different things. I'm still, like, when things pop up in my 3D, you know, I've learned to stop getting angry at certain things, because it's just being mirrored back to me. Spirit is trying to show me things that if I take them out of the equation, it's going to make my life better. So what do I look like getting mad at Spirit for trying to help me? And so I feel like it's the same thing with y'all. You know, I know y'all get frustrated. I know it's hard, but complaining about it is not going to make it come any faster. It's not going to change things. If anything, it's going to keep you stuck in a rut, keep you in this energy. If this is you, the 5 of Cups energy, where you're feeling hopeless, you know, you crying over spilled milk, you know, why you can't get this together, this and this and this and that. Instead of asking those questions, you got to start cleaning those skeletons out of your closet with this Queen of Swords card, because this talks about repressed emotion, that there are things that you went through that you are repressing, and these things, they coming up. They ain't completely buried, because if they weren't coming up, this 5 of Cups card wouldn't be showing, okay? So, and then look, you're showing up here as the wounded warrior as well. So if this is you, if this is resonating with you, Spirit is telling you, you can fix these things. Your life doesn't have to be like this for the rest of your life, but it's up to you to stand 10 toes down for your fucking self. Because we've been standing 10 toes down with other motherfuckers, and it ain't that type of party anymore, okay? Because you're trying to bring people into your life that are going to stand 10 toes down with you, but it starts with you standing that way for yourself, is what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? All right, so the last card we have here is Eight of Swords. This talks about feeling stuck, feeling like you can't move on from a situation. It's a self-imposed mental prison. So these are things you're doing to yourself. You thinking fucked up thoughts, right? You're allowing one thought to take you down a rabbit hole and to end up somewhere you totally don't want to end up. So you have to have contingency plans. I talked about this, I think it was in the last reading, not the last reading, the one before, where you need to, 3:33 on the clock, where you need to just say to yourself, okay, when I start to feel a certain way, when I start to feel down, when I start to feel depressed or whatever, I'm going to start to tell myself different stuff and not go by the old things I used to tell myself or ride that old wave. So like I give you an example. One thing that I always say is when shit looks like it's just crashing down around me, I tell myself that means it's working. Everything I want is working out even more, because all this shit gotta go away in order for the new stuff to come. And so everything that's happening, even though it may seem like it's working against me, all of this is working in my favor. That's an example of what you tell yourself. But see, like I said, you do these things when life is good, when you don't need them, so that when the time comes, when it's fucked up, right? And you like, oh, I don't know what to do, all this kind of stuff, you feel overwhelmed, you know what to do because you do it every day, right? So it's like practice for the down times when you work on yourself on a daily basis. And like I told you, it don't have to be no 6 hours a day or 24 hours. I'm gonna work 12 hours straight on this. It don't have to be like that unless you choose to do that. Some people choose to heal like that. If you can handle it and you can do it, do it. But I would rather you work a little bit on it, work on it a little bit every day, rather than you trying to go balls to the wall one day and then you don't do shit for the next 2 months. You see what I'm saying? You don't want it to be like that. You want it to do just dribs and drabs. When you feel like you've hit your wall, whether it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, okay, be like, okay, I'm gonna put this away, and tomorrow I'm gonna come back to it again. But don't force yourself to overdo it. But sometimes you're gonna have to force yourself to actually start to work on it, because there have been things that I've worked on, Cancer, where the minute I start working on it, things will come to mind. My mind will be trying to thwart me from it. They'll be saying, you got to go do this. Remember, you got to do this. Oh, remember that it's like your mind will start to throw you things, because they're trying to protect you, because it thinks that by putting you in the holding pattern it currently has you in, that it's protecting you. But remember, I told you, this is the equivalent of a 5 to 7 year old child trying to protect you, because that's how your subconscious mind works. So Spirit is telling you, do what you got to do to get out of this Eight of Swords. You have to start thinking differently. You have to become that Cancer that has that healthy relationship, that is, that is in love, deeply in love with their person. Their person is deeply in love with them. They give and receive, reciprocally. This is the type of energy you want to get in, but it takes, and it's baby steps. It's not something you can jump into it. You can do a quantum leap if that's what you want to do. But the thing with the quantum leap is trying to sustain it. And so I'm trying to give you, a plan where you can sustain it, because I've done shit like that before, where I've had a quantum leap, and then not too long after that quantum leap, I ended up right back where I used to be, because I didn't understand at that time. It's your identity. It's how you identify. So if you identify as a failure and a fucking loser, that's what you're going to experience. If you identify as the greatest thing since sliced bread and you a winner, you successful, then that's what you're going to experience. But it takes time for the 3D to catch up with what you're telling yourself. So you have to be relentless and just be like, I'm just going to keep telling myself this shit till it start to come true. And then by that time, it will be a habit, and you'll start to do that every day. Okay? All right, let's clarify. See, you're opening up possibilities for yourself, is what Spirit is saying, by clearing out these negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. This is about you and this person coming in, having adventures together, taking risks, because life is supposed to be an adventure. Life is not supposed to be some dull, boring, humdrum thing all the time. You have to apply those risks and those adventures to your life. Okay, nobody else can do that for you. So the message we have from Spirit is forgiveness. It says, the door to my heart opens inward. I move through forgiveness to love. The angels want you to remember that self-forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. You need to approach it exactly as you would approach forgiving someone else, with a lack of ego, compassionate heart, and a patient and persevering mind. So some of you need to forgive yourselves. Some of you are still kicking yourselves, okay, for the things that happened with these past people, but you didn't know any better, baby. You got to understand that. You didn't know any better. You were doing the best you could with the skills and the tools that you had at the time. But now you have new skills and tools where you can pick up and you can do better, okay? All right. So let's get some messages from, we're going to get some messages from your person, and then we're going to get some messages from Spirit. Let me start with, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Okay, let me start with a message from your person. Let me do that, and then we'll get another message from Spirit after that. Ooh, you got a whole bunch of, your person got a lot to say to you, boo. Okay, we have divine guidance showing up here, and we also have time apart. So time apart says, this time apart is giving both of us an opportunity to work on ourselves and be the best version. I need to retreat a bit until I get over what is bothering me. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm protecting you from my dark shadow side. So this person, like I said, they're, you know, I get the Chariot in my head. This person is combining the light and dark sides of their personality. Because even though people like to talk about shadow work and talk about the dark side, like, you know, it's some horrible thing, you have amazing things in that dark side. These are things of, you know, about yourself that you were taught to suppress. But you have skills and tools in there that can help you in your daily life. You just got to know which ones you need to be using and the ones you need to cast aside. But it's about you combining the light and dark sides of your personality, because everybody's an amalgam. Nobody is one thing, right? We all get tested. We all have situations and crossroads where we could go down the light path or we could go down the dark path. It's just, you know, those of us that are from the light, we choose the light more than we do anything else. Okay. All right. Then we've got divine guidance here. It says, I am amazed at how the universe brought us together. Everything keeps falling into place for us. There are divine forces at work guiding us to union. The divine is working behind the scenes for us. If you look back at our journey, you will see it too. So like I said, all of this is spirit. You know, all of these things are coming together for you to have the type of life and the relationship and the love that you want to have, okay? But you got to work with it. You can't work against it. And when you work against it is when you telling yourself all that crazy shit, saying you a failure and the shit never worked out and that person ain't coming. That's just some stuff that spirits tell me. Why would spirit do that? Why would spirit be mean-spirited like that and do that? Okay? You know I'm from the light. I may get in your motherfucking ass, but I am from the light. I love the hell out of y'all. But you got to understand, sometimes you got to get kicked in the fucking ass. Sometimes this old shit, and he said this and the angels and the written. No. Because if that shit worked, we will all be where the fuck we wanted to be. Okay? And when I say shit, I don't mean I am in no way blasting the people that choose to come that way. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like it takes all kinds to make this world turn. But what I am saying is that if these messages are resonating with you, this is what you're supposed to be hearing. That's why I told another sign this in the other reading, the last reading that I put up. This channel is supposed to fucking trigger you. You ain't supposed to just sit there and absorb the information and be like, you know, okay, it's supposed to be things that get triggered in you, because the things that trigger you, those are the things that you still need to work on. Because if the pain and the hurt wasn't there, it wouldn't matter what I said, right? You just wouldn't get triggered by it, is what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? All right, so your person, it says me plus you equals power couple, okay? Then we have sometimes when I'm busy, I pause to think of you, and it's like a breath of fresh air. All right. Then we've got your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. All right. Okay. Let's get some messages from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. They've told you a lot throughout the reading, but this is the Oracle card we're going to look at. Okay. This is for Cancer Spirit. Only one? Okay, there we go. So we got two cards that fell here. We got Slow Down. I hear the Mary J. Blige song in my head. Don't rush, baby. My loving ain't going nowhere. Slow down, okay? It says just because we want something so badly, it doesn't mean we have to rush into it. Take a moment to talk with your partner or yourself to reflect on what is best, okay? So, you know, talk to yourself and slow down. Like I said, just fall in love with yourself, Cancer. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Just fall so deeply in love with yourself. It don't matter if somebody is there or not, because the person is going to show up, okay? They're coming. But you have to be at a certain place. You have to learn how to be okay being by yourself, okay? Because some people, I'm not saying it's you, but some people go from relationship to relationship and they never give themselves a chance to breathe. They never give themselves a chance to be. And I think it's a beautiful thing for you to take the time to just love on you and just say, I'm just going to love you to the max. I'm going to try to make you be or I'm going to not try. I'm going to make you be the best person you can be. That's what this is all about at the end of the day, because the relationships you have with other people are only a reflection of how you behave and the thoughts you think and the ways you move with yourself, okay? All right, then we've got reconciliation showing up here. It says be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. So this is your new person, and I'm saying returning for those of you that are new here, because this is somebody from a past life coming into this life, okay? All right, Cancer. I hope this helped. Look, you got another good reading. Okay, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all, Cancer. Bye. Hi, Leo. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to get a message from Spirit for you for a Mercury retrograde, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. Hold on 1 second. Okay, this is for Leo Spirit, Mercury retrograde message. All right. You want to be like that? Okay, here we go. Upside down. Overall energy for this reading is the Three of Swords. So this can talk about heartbreak, breakup, separation. But for some of you, if you're over this, this is talking about the fact that you're going to have to make a decision when it comes to your love life. You know that the old person is coming back. You got a new person coming. You know, you got to compare and contrast and decide what is going to be best for Leo, not the other person, you, okay? Then we've got the Knight of Swords showing up here. Air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is somebody, this looks like somebody screaming. You could have somebody, the person from the past, just bust up into your life, come in out of nowhere, screaming and hollering about some bullshit because you done left their asses alone, okay? So this is somebody very impulsive. So I'm assuming it's going to be your past person. This could also talk about the new person coming in, but not screaming and hollering. I feel like, you know, they'll come in out of nowhere and kind of like shock you with that, but it could be that as well. Okay, then we got the Emperor showing up here. This is Aries energy. This, I feel like, is your person, okay? Because this is boss energy. Your person could work at a desk, okay? They could be a CEO. Like I said, they have some type of job, I feel like, with a lot of clout is what I hear in my head. This is, you know, an authoritarian. This is somebody very practical. This is someone, you know, very stable, okay? Because I'm focusing on the table, how the table has 4 legs. This is just somebody, you know, like I told you, that's going to be the yang to your yin or the yin to your yang, whatever you want to call it. But this is your divine counterpart, okay? And with the Six of Swords, this is about you moving forward, about you leaving all them dusties and crusties in the past, Leo, and just moving on with your life, okay? So Spirit is telling you to listen to your intuition during Mercury retrograde. It is going to lead you in the right direction, because, you know, this is Mercury retrograde, so you got all kind of motherfuckers probably going to be coming out of the woodwork trying to talk to you. You know, they want to let you know and all this kind of stuff. And I know y'all are like, I'm over it. Okay. All right, here we go. Three of Swords. So we're clarifying the Three of Swords. So yeah, I feel like I feel like for a lot of you that Knight of Swords is talking about the past person coming into your life, and that when they do it, it's going to shock the shit out of you. Or if it is the new person, you're going to be shocked by that as well. Okay. All right. Then we got the Pride card showing up here. It says arrogance, ego, stubborn. Yeah. I feel like this is just Spirit warning you that you got somebody incoming with some bullshit. Okay. All right. Okay, then we've got grounding. This is the advice from Spirit. It says, I am steady and grounded. Your attention is directed up too high as if you're not in your body. Balance is needed between focus on spirit and focus on earth. Grounding will help you to better concentrate and focus and will also increase your connections to the angels. So this is about you grounding yourself, okay? Because, you know, we're empaths, and that's just, I feel like it's an occupational hazard for us to just be up in the air all the time and just, you know, sometimes not even be in our bodies like we should, okay? Because we got psychic abilities. But I feel like with this grounding card, Spirit is just telling you practice grounding every day. Like, take your shoes off, go walk in the grass. This could talk about, you know, you doing exercises where you imagine yourself being grounded into the earth, like having light come from above, come from spirit, come from God, and come through your body on into the ground, grounding you into the ground. You could imagine yourself standing up on the ground, and different, because that's what Spirit's giving me, different roots coming up out of the ground, and kind of like, you know, in horror movies, sometimes you see this, but I don't feel like this is in a horrific way. Just those roots and things and leaves coming up out of the ground, or branches, and like encircling your legs and your feet, you know, just to ground you to earth is what Spirit is talking about. Okay. All right. So the first card we have here is the Page of Pentacles. So it says consistent. This is somebody consistent coming into your life. So this is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like this person has their eye on the prize. They're focused on their money. Okay. This is funny. I see these cards all the time, but every time I read with them, I see something different in them. So you got somebody coming into your life that, you know, is about their business. You know, they're building their empire, just like I'm sure a lot of you are. And this person, you know, they know how to focus their energy to bring in what it is that they want in their life, okay? So they're waiting for the right moment, the right time to strike with the time card, okay? So they're closing out, I feel like, a lot of old cycles and shedding old skin, all right, in order to be this new person. So we've got the Sword and the Rose here. It says clarity and truth, revelations, determination. So this person is going to be very... they're going to honor you. They're going to protect you. This is going to be somebody very determined to work with you to keep your connection together. Okay. All right. Let's get the message from Spirit. Okay. Then we've got pay attention. So it says, each and everything I do is worthy of my time and attention. Do you focus on what's wrong in your life? The angels encourage you to pay close attention to the good stuff. Be grateful for it and celebrate it. What you focus your attention on, want it or not, is what you become a match for. So if you don't want nothing fucked up coming up in your life, Leo, Spirit is telling you to focus on the positive, okay? Focus on everything that's good. That's what I do. When it looks like just shit is like coming at me from all sides, I start to focus on the things that are working, are good in my life. I'm healthy, okay? I have, you know, I got a place to stay, okay? I have, you know, all these things in my life. I just focus on all the things. I got beautiful friends. I have family that love me. You know, I'm able to do certain things. You know, I have this channel. I have all my subscribers. I have all of these things. We have, you know, a beautiful community we built together. These are all the things that I focus on, the things that are going right in my life, because I want more of that, okay? All right, so the next card we're going to take a look at is the King of Wands. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this card is also talking about your person, okay? So they're going to start off with a small offer, but I feel like it's going to grow into a larger thing, because they're going to come in, you know, fill you out. They know you're the one, but they want to fill you out, you know, take their time, because maybe in the past they may have moved fast just like you have, okay? So with the King of Wands, this is leader energy, leadership energy. This person's very protective. You know, they could be like a social butterfly is what I'm hearing. Somebody that's out and about with a lot of people and things like that. But I feel like when you come into their lives, you will be out and about socializing together, because I know Leo likes, you know, Leo's like a lot of attention, and I think that's a beautiful thing, because my grandmother, I tell you that all the time, my grandmother was a Leo, and she loved to be loved, baby, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, y'all got good hearts, you're beautiful people, and you know, I feel like you got a beautiful match coming into your life to match you, to give back to all, for, you know, all the things that y'all give to other people. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So we got stress showing up here. It says turbulence, tension, arguments. Okay. So if you've got stress around you, do what you can to eliminate it. If you got people in your life, or in your, like I was about to say in your house, I don't know why. Maybe some of you got people in your house. Whatever this is that's stressing you out, that's what the grounding is for. To take you out of that energy, because some people, Leo, the truth is they're unhappy and they just want everybody around them to be miserable. But you gotta start to recognize those people who are like that and pull your energy away from them, because they don't deserve to have your beautiful energy if all they want to do is stress you out. Then we've got the open heart card. This is the way your person is going to come towards you. They're going to be very receptive, very empathetic, and very vulnerable, and they're going to want the same thing from you. Okay. And I know deep down inside, this is all Leo here. All of this is Leo, open heart. That's how y'all are. Y'all are givers. Y'all are beautiful people. But like I said, you know, it's about you tapping back into that and not allowing people to change your character because of the dirty shit they've done in the past. Okay. You still got to remain who you are. So we got two messages here. We have plan. Okay. It says following a long-term plan will help me achieve my life's purpose. To make the most of this moment of inspiration and angel guidance, plan your days so as to reach maximum efficiency. This is a powerful time for you, and you are capable of achieving a lot. Without a plan, you risk wasting precious time. So Spirit is telling you during this Mercury retrograde, you need to be planning out the things you want to do in your life, so that if you get off track, because Mercury retrograde, you know, it can show up in a lot of different ways in your life. You know where you're headed, and you're able to continue to keep that focus, even if, you know, things may try to temporarily derail you. Okay. Then we've got relax showing up here. It says all worries and anxieties are leaving my mind, making space for calmness and peace. The angels want you to know that feeling at peace internally can boost overall contentment and feelings of happiness, regardless of the challenges you face. A relaxed and calm outlook can help you to navigate life's often turbulent waters more smoothly. Again, it's about you keeping that peace of mind. I talked about this with Cancer, being in the eye of the storm, that hurricane. You may have all this shit whipping around you, but if you're in the middle, if you stay in the middle of that hurricane, you're at peace. Everything is calm. You know, it doesn't matter what's going on the outside. It's about you training yourself to stay and remain calm. Okay. All right. The last card we have here is your energy, strength. The strength card. This is Leo energy. It is talking about, you know, you could be holding yourself back emotionally. If you're doing that, remember, we talked about the open heart card, right? You got to open yourself back up. Also with the strength card, this can talk about you learning how to believe in yourself and to know you can have the type of relationship you want to have, okay? I tell y'all this all the time. Don't give up, Leo, okay? Just because this is a marathon and not a sprint, it does not mean that your person is not going to show up. It just means it has to be at the right time. You want to be at your best, and I know your person wants to be at their best as well, okay? All right, let's clarify. Look, all of this is the same thing what I just keep talking about, right? So this is about you being at peace, staying balanced, being harmonious. This person's going to come into your life and be your friend, okay? And they're going to bring you nothing but peace. That's how you're going to know who your person is. And it says only you. I hear the platters in my head. Only you. It says devoted, attached, craving. This person's only going to see you, only want to be with you. Those of you that are worried that somebody else is turning your person's head, all they see is you, baby. They don't see nobody else but you. Okay, then we got two more cards. We have leaving and we have passion. So leaving says, I am happy to be free of the problems of the past and welcome new experiences. When we get into a rut, when we find ourselves going down the same worn out path, when life seems to be passing us by, we need to have the courage to leave things and people which no longer serve us behind. Let the angels guide you to a new beginning, okay? Then we have passion. It says the universe is always guiding me towards my passions. The angels ask you to act and follow what you believe in with all your heart. You have come to this earth to fulfill a mission, unleash your full potential, and engage in activities that bring pleasure. So Spirit is telling you, this is what helps you cultivate peace. is by you focusing on the things that you love, the things that make you feel loved. Because like I said, you don't need nobody else to make you feel loved. You can make yourself feel loved. You can ask yourself, what do I want to do? I take myself out to the spa. I get a massage. I get my nails and my feet done. Or guys, I get my hair cut. I go out and get a new outfit or something like that. Do things to love on you. Because at the end of the day, the greatest relationship and the biggest and best relationship that is the most important in your life should be the relationship you have with yourself. Okay? All right. So now we're going to get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Ooh, the cards are just flying. They all over the place. Okay. Ooh. So we have career showing up here. It says it might be a while before we get to meet because I'm totally focused on my career now. Remember, this is bringing me back to this card. All of these things coming together. Okay, so if it's going to be a moment, don't let that exasperate you. Don't let that make you upset. Understand, this person is trying to get their money together because they're going to be all about you when they see you. You're going to be all about them. And y'all are going to, some of them things that y'all working on right now are going to kind of, go to the wayside a little bit. And it should, because you want to prioritize this person in this relationship when they come in. That's why now is the time for you to be focusing on the shit you need to focus on. Okay. Then we got friend. It says we share a connection with a mutual friend or acquaintance. So you and this person have a friend in common. Okay. Then we have ego. It says, will your ego allow space for us to have an equal partnership? Okay. So you got those are things that you need to think about. Okay, let's get a few more messages and then we're going to get the closing card from Spirit. Okay, so we got, I would like to give this another chance. You know who that is. So I'm just going to throw that to the side and I'm going to pull another card. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. They still trying to knock on the door, baby. They say, without you in my life, I feel so lost. Okay, let me try one more time. Third time's the charm, right? Ooh. Okay. We've got, I will be there by your side when you're ready. Okay. Then we have, I realized, okay, this is the old person. I realized so much since we parted ways. I wish I could feel your body close to mine is what your person is saying, okay? I'm gonna switch to a different deck because, that deck was hijacked by the other person. Okay, it says I can't, not right now. I feel like I said, your person's working on stuff right now to, so that when they come in, the two of you are going to have a more stable foundation because of the things that they're doing right now. Hold on. Get one more, Spirit. Okay, it says, do you love me the way that I love you? So this person, like I told you, they love you. All right, let's get these oracle cards before I let you go. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. I hear, oh God, it's this song, it's old song. Mama used to say, na, 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 na. And then I keep hearing the part of the song where they're like, live your life, live your life. So Spirit is telling you to live your life. Stop worrying about this person. They coming. They never not coming. Okay. Spirit is telling you to have faith. They say, trust and believe that love is here to stay this time around. Don't let fear or doubt intervene. Trust the divine. Okay. Or trust Spirit. Spirit's got your back. Like I said, they're not going to sit here and tell you no shit just to tell you some stuff. Spirit will never do no stuff like that. You have to remember that. So I hope this helped, Leo. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. I love y'all. Bye, Leo. Hi, Virgo. Welcome back to Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh. Hold on one second. Okay, and today we're going to get a message from Spirit for you for Mercury Retrograde, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. What is the message for Virgo for Mercury Retrograde? Please, Spirit. Okay, Virgo. Overall energy for this reading, you got the same thing as Leo. So if you got Leo placement, you may want to go back and watch that reading, okay? So you got the Three of Swords just like Leo. So this is talking about, excuse me, heartache, breakup, heartbreak, breakup, separation. Okay, this could also speak of the fact that it's the time has come for you to choose between your new love and your old love, okay? All right, underneath this, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is talking about putting in the work. So I feel like a lot of you are working on yourselves. You're doing what you need to do to better yourselves. You're doing the healing that you need to do. Okay, underneath this is the Ace of Pentacles. This is what your soulmate is coming to offer you. Something long-term, stable, committed, grounded, okay? Something that can stand the test of time if that's what you're wanting, okay? And then we have Ten of Pentacles. So this is about you and your person, you know, putting down roots, building a family, love, legacy, marriage, the whole 9 yards, okay? All right, so we're going to start by clarifying this Three of Swords. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have conflicted showing up here. So it says decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. This could be you, you know, some of y'all could be going back and forth. I know the majority of you tell me you done with the person from the past, but some of you could be feeling conflicted, okay? It says decisions, hot and cold, again, multiple choices. So you may have a lot of different suitors that come into your life, male or female, and you may have to, you know, at times it may be a difficult choice. This may not just be talking about that old dusty crusty. This could be some new people coming into your life that may, you know, seem like to you they may be your person, or, you know, you may just have a hard time trying to figure out who you want to allow in your life. But like I told you, Leo, oh my God. I told you, Virgo, I don't know why I do that. I am so sorry. Like I told you, Virgo, this is about you getting what is best for you, okay? All right. Then we've got the loyalty card. So you got somebody coming in, Virgo, that's going to, you know, shower you with love. They're going to be very loyal. This is somebody that you're going to trust, someone very reliable, someone, you know, that, you know, you can believe. Because when they tell you something, this is going to be somebody that backs up their words with actions, and they don't just talk. They don't just give you lip service, okay? All right, let's get a message from Spirit. Okay, so we have hope, all right? So it says, hope is a choice. I choose to be hopeful. It says the angels remind you that without hope, you can't build belief. Your actions are directionless. Your purpose feels like a pipe dream, and true meaning seems unattainable. Hope is about recognizing that good things are yet to come and about expecting them to come. So Spirit is telling you to sit in this energy of expectation, but don't allow it to get you, you know, get you down when something doesn't show up exactly when you want it to. It doesn't mean that it's not coming. It just means that it has to happen at the right time. And so you have to trust that Spirit knows what the right time is for you. Even if you think you know it, it's not about you and your ego and your mind and all that stuff. It is about Spirit deeming when, you know, Spirit, your higher self, your spiritual team deeming when the time is right for you to have something, okay? Because it's supposed to be for the highest good of you and your person. It's not just you, okay? All right, so we've got the Ace of Cups showing up here, a new connection coming your way. Some of you may already be in this connection. For others of you, it's right around the corner with the Ace of Cups, okay? Let's clarify. Okay, so this person is only going to be about you, okay? I hear that platter song in my head, only you. And so it says devoted, attached, craving. This person's going to crave you. They ain't going to see nobody but you. Because like I told you, this person always got people playing in their faces, and they like, nope, if you ain't Virgo, I ain't dealing with it. I don't want you, okay? Then we have distracted. It says sidetracked, change, delays. So there may be delays to this connection because, like I said, it's two people coming together. It's not just one person. And then you got to remember, you got motherfuckers on the sidelines on both sides of this. Your ex-person and your person's ex-person trying to do shit to derail this connection. So you have to keep the faith and know that what is for you is you gonna have it no matter what. They may try to delay it or do whatever the fuck, but it has nothing to do. you know, with this coming together. It's going to come together, okay? As long as you do what you're supposed to do and you put yourself in the right energy, you're going to manifest what you want, okay? We've got the peace card showing up here from Spirit. It says, nothing can disrupt my peace. The angels remind you to make being peaceful a priority in your life. Practice peace every day in quiet thought, deep meditation, or in serene action. Use the power of peace to make your life a thing of rhythm and grace. Okay, so this is about you finding your peace of mind and hanging on to it with a damn death grip and telling everybody else fuck you who tries to mess with your peace. Because there's going to be people in here, people in your life that try to distract you, that try to sidetrack you, that try to cause delays. Okay, all right. The next card here is the Four of Wands. This is about stability. I feel like that's what you're doing. You're working on your stability. You're working on building your empire so that you can have something to celebrate. Okay, this could also talk about when this new person comes into your life, the soulmate, you know, the commitment, the marriage, the stability that this person, you're going to provide each other, okay, with the Four of Wands. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got intuition showing up here. So this person's listening to their intuition. Spirit is telling you to listen to yours as well. Listen to your heart song. Listen to your, the telepathy. All right, that's coming from your person. Both of you are talking to each other energetically. Okay, there's going to be an inner knowing of who your person is. I feel like when they show up. Okay, then we have the Nourish card here. This is about self-growth, being self-focused. Okay, finding your soul. All right. This is about you falling in love with yourself, because as much as you want to have this other person on the outside love you, Virgo, it's about you loving you first and foremost. I tell y'all that that's the most important thing, because without self-love, none of this other shit can come in. That's why I tell you it's important. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So we have letting go falling out here. It says, I let go of what no longer serves me to make space for new beginnings. You need to let go to make room for new things in your life, or you must let go to give someone else the space they need to grow. Let go because holding on is too painful. The angels remind you letting go is not always easy, but it's always worth it. Okay? Some of you are hanging on to this new person too tightly. Know that they're going to show up. And if you let go, if you surrender, when people talk about that, people are like, oh my God, if I let go, then the person's not going to come. Spirit's not going to know that. Spirit knows what you want. You signed up for for you and this person to be together on the other side. So you just have to let things play out the way that they play out. There is nothing you need to do beyond remaining positive, healing yourself, working on your life, being the best person you can be. Because the more you love yourself, the more attractive you are to this person. So it is about you taking the indirect route to them. Like I said, love yourself in ways that you've never loved yourself before. Like I said, make it a contest. Ask yourself, how much shit can I do to make myself feel loved? That way, the whatever way you want this person to make you feel, like you on cloud 9 and like you ain't ever gonna come down and all this kind of stuff. Do it to yourself. That's why I keep trying to tell everybody. Everybody thinks that it has to come from somebody else, but it doesn't. It doesn't. You can love you so much till you don't give a fuck if somebody comes or not. And I mean, and by you doing that, it's not, you're not pushing the other person away. And it does the opposite. It sounds counterintuitive, but it does the opposite. And it makes the person more attracted to you, because you're not energetically putting things out towards them, because that energetically pushes them away. So it's about you pouring into you. Okay, you can think about them sometimes and stuff like that. I'm not saying don't think about them at all, but you don't want to throw any wrenches into what you're trying to manifest. So it's just about you focusing on you. The more you love and care about yourself, the more other people are going to love and care about you. The right people. Okay. The last card we have here is the Seven of Cups. So this is talking about having options, having choices, being confused. Okay. You're going to have a lot of people coming at you, but everybody's intentions are not going to be good. Because like, look at this. There's a heart coming out of this cup, right? But it's fucking upside down. So that's telling you right there that you're going to have people coming into your life. Look at the little stop sign there. You're going to have people coming into your life with all different types of ulterior motives. Okay. I'm not saying everybody got ulterior motives, but There's going to be some people that just want to sleep with you. Some people that, you know, just want to spend time with you for a little while and then they're going to be gone. You know, this type of stuff. And it's up to you to use your discernment to weed through these things, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we have, yeah, chasing. You finna get chased, Virgo, okay? You finna get chased by this new person, but you finna get chased by some of these damn options too, okay? But like I said, take your time to figure out what these people are wanting from you before you acquiesce or do anything in the affirmative. Figure out what they want, what you want out of the situation, and what is best for you, okay? All right, then we got ascending. Spirit is just telling you you're ascending, you're learning and expanding, you're preparing for union, okay? You're preparing for a new phase. So the more you grow as a person, excuse me, the more open you're going to be to allowing this new person into your life, okay? All right, let's get one more message from Spirit, and then we're going to get some messages from your person. Okay, so we have fairy wings showing up here. It says, my inner child is happy and carefree. Do you ever feel like a lost child, wandering aimlessly through life? Do you feel you've forgotten how to be truly happy and carefree? The angels ask you to play, have fun, and to let go of the adult seriousness you've been carrying around, okay? So it's about you learning how to get in touch with your inner child and figure out what your inner child wants, because a lot of times we don't pay attention to the inner child. You know, it's like okay, we adults, we can't play, we can't do this, we can't do that. Look, I still play damn video games, okay? Let me just put it out there for you. I find ways to have a good time, and I used to do it more when I was younger, but now that's going to be more of a concerted effort for me to start to focus on things that I enjoy, because life shouldn't just be all about work. Life shouldn't just be all about play. There has to be a balance. You learn how to, what is the word? You learn how to be more grateful for things and to appreciate things more the more you have balance in your life, because you shouldn't be, you know, just like you shouldn't be at the gym all day working out. You shouldn't be laying around all day neither. And there needs to be a balance, because it teaches you appreciation for the opposite thing, okay? All right, let's get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay, so we have ego. It's the first thing that fell out here. It says, will your ego allow space for us to have an equal partnership? Okay, you need to ask yourself these questions and, you know, do what you need to do accordingly to fix whatever, you know, issues you may need to fix. We've got addiction showing up here. It says, I don't have room for you in my life right now because so much of my energy is focused on the wrong things. So this person's got some things they've got to shore up in their life, okay? So you don't want nobody coming into your life like that, Virgo. I tell y'all that all the time. You don't want nobody coming into your life that is not, you know, the way you want them to be, but you got to be that way as well. I tell y'all that all the time. You can't be asking for perfection and then you half-step it. You can't do that. That don't match. That's not a match. Okay, so we have, you appear often in my dreams. Then we have, I never believed in soulmates, but then I met you. Okay. You're making this person a believer. It says, I'm working hard on my finances for you, for us, for our future. Okay. All right. Let's get these last cards from Spirit. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay. You got a lot of cards. Okay. We got playfulness, like what we just talked about, right? It says playtime is essential for relationships. Have a little fun recapturing romance with your partner. See, what you got to understand, Virgo, are the things that you're doing now to prepare yourself for this person. They're going to be habits and things that you take into this connection with this person. So you're going to want to play with this person, because I told you they're going to bring out your inner child. You're going to bring out theirs, okay? Then we have disharmony showing up here. It says, there seems to be some disconnect. Use this time to address any issues to restore harmony in this relationship. This could be showing up because when that old person comes back, they're going to try to sow seeds of, you know, fucked upness. Let me say that. That's my interpretation of it. Sow seeds of some fucked up shit. So This is about you maintaining your peace, staying grounded, not letting somebody drag you into some shit that you don't want to, you don't want to deal with, okay? Then we've got sweet songs showing up here. It says soulmates often use music and songs as a telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. So your person's communicating with you telepathically, and I feel like you're doing the same with them, okay? All right, Virgo, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all, Virgo. Bye. Hi, Libra. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to get a message from Spirit for you for Mercury Retrograde. It's going to be a love message, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. A message for Libra from Mercury Retrograde, please, Spirit. Okay. Well, we've got 4 cards. Spirit God likes to say to you, you have 4 cards. Okay. Okay, Libra. Overall energy for this message is the King of Cups. Water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. When this card shows up for me, it is talking about Cancer placements. So this is talking about the need for balance, okay? Underneath this is the 3 of Cups, okay? You got somebody coming in. This person's going to be your friend. You and this person are reuniting because they were a past life love, not this lifetime, other lifetimes, and they're coming in to reunite with you for this lifetime, okay? You both may be showing up as the wounded warrior. That means you still have work to do to heal yourself and your person as well. And with the High Priestess, Spirit is telling you to listen to your intuition, Pisces energy, okay? This person may put you on a pedestal and they may feel like you're unattainable to them at times. And this can also talk about you having an air of mystery, Libra, okay? But you're moving forward with the 6 of Swords, and you're headed towards a committed relationship with the Hierophant. That's Taurus energy. So we're going to start by clarifying this King of Cups. Okay, so we have the Silence card here. It says frozen, no words, stonewall. So you and your person are not in contact right now for most of you. Some of you may already be in contact with your person, but for the majority of you, I feel like you aren't. But that's not a bad thing. You have to have time to get yourselves together. You're both looking for clarity, because when this connection is going to be all about truth, about honesty, about, intentions, whether good or bad, okay? But I feel like you both are going to have good intentions when it comes to each other. Then we have the Serenity card from Spirit. So Spirit is saying everything in and around me is in perfect harmony. You are moving into a time of greater inner peace and tranquility. The angels reassure you that peace of mind is within you. You can feel serene even in the midst of great turmoil. So this is about you grabbing onto that peace of mind, hanging on to it no matter what is going on, because sometimes Mercury retrograde has some shit for your ass. And so you have to stop reacting to certain things and just allow it to play out. Because if it's something that you can't change, like this situation, all right, when this person comes in, how they come in, you have no control over that. All you know is that you're manifesting them, right? So stop getting upset about the fact that they're not already here. Use this time to your advantage. Love on Libra. Be the best Libra you can be, and enjoy yourself so much till you ain't even thinking about that person, because I told you they're going to show up. They're right around the corner, all right? Okay, first card we have falling is the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. This is talking about, at the bottom it says karma. So you're in a good place with the Wheel of Fortune. This is talking about you and this person being soulmates, this connection being destined with the Wheel of Fortune, all right? Like I said, what is for you will not pass you by, Libra, but you have to remember that. I can tell you that all day long. Spirit can tell me to tell you that all day long, but if you don't believe it, then, what's the point, right? Okay, you may be feeling trapped in your situation at this time, stuck, tied down, captive. And this can also talk about you may be feeling trapped by old memories, things that you've experienced in the past. But Spirit is letting you know, look at these bindings here. This looks like gauze or something like that, like something where you can just, if you pull hard enough, you can rip it apart, or take scissors and just cut yourself out of this. This could be like the Eight of Swords, things that you're telling yourself. You got to start to tell yourself better stories, Libra, if this is you, okay? All right. Then we have this card from Spirit. It says letting go. It says, I let go of what no longer serves me to make space for new beginnings. You need to let go to make room for new things in your life, or you must let go to give someone else the space they need to grow. Let go because holding on is too painful. The angels remind you that letting go is not always easy, but it's always worth it. So this is about like you surrendering to the status quo. What's happening is happening. No matter how you flip out and get upset and talk shit, it's not going to make it change, okay? If anything, you're throwing up more impediments to what you want. So Spirit is telling you, be as positive as you can. I'm not saying you don't have your low moments. Have your low moments, but as soon as that shit is over with, go right back to the positive, okay? All right, then we've got Judgment showing up here. Judgment is Scorpio energy. This is Spirit telling you you're going to have a second chance at love, and it's going to be a beautiful thing, okay? So let's clarify. Okay, so we have, oh God. You see what it says, right? Twin flames. I'm just going to put this card over here, and we're just going to leave that alone. Then we have clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. You know who's doing this, right? I'm not saying your new person isn't obsessed with you, but this right here is giving me the ick. It's talking about your other person, not your other person, your ex. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. Then we've got hoping showing up here, okay? This is talking about hold on. Let me get this other card. It's supposed to be another card that fell. Oh, okay. It was the twin flame card. Okay, I'm trying to get back on. I got distracted. I'm sorry. All right, so like I said, this card is giving me the ick, so we're going to throw it to the side. Okay, we know your person is, you know, got your back. Your person is watching you. We know that, okay? So we've got the past life card here. First, we're going to look at this. It's talking about deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. So this person is coming back into your life, the past life love, the soulmate, in order for the two of you to have a second, another go around, all right? Then we have hoping here. It says expecting, faith, manifesting. So this person is, you know, hoping. This, I feel like this hope is going both ways. That you're, you know, expecting, having faith, manifesting, and the other person is doing that as well. If you're not doing this, this is what Spirit is recommending that you do when it comes to this connection, okay? Because I told you, don't be out here freaking out and flipping out and all this stuff. This person is coming, all right? They're coming. We've never not told you they're not coming. So stop flipping out, okay? So we got self-love showing up here. This is a message from Spirit. It says, I am worthy of love. Focus your attention on loving and believing in yourself. Excuse me. You are being encouraged by the angels to make your relationship with yourself your number one priority. What did I just say? Can't make it up, right? It says, rather than dwell upon your shortcomings, you must accept and embrace who you are. Because this person's going to love everything about you, even your imperfections, even the shit you hate about yourself. This person's going to love about you. So you need to be loving that shit about yourself as well, okay? Nobody's perfect, but you still got to think you the greatest thing since sliced bread if you want somebody else to believe that about you, okay? All right, the next card we have here is the Nine of Pentacles. This is about standing in your power and knowing your worth, okay? And about you focusing on your coin and having a lot of money and success coming your way. And you will do that. You will have that if you do what the recommendations are. If it's a reward is what Spirit is putting in, impressing into my mind. It's a reward for you moving in the fashion that they're suggesting that you do. Because like I said, you got free will. At the end of the day, You could go in a completely different direction if you want, but don't be upset when you don't get your stuff, okay? All right, so let me clarify. Hold on one second. Okay, so we have, we got 3 cards. All these cards falling. Okay, so we got, Spirit is telling you, for you to be in this prime 9 of Pentacles energy here, this is about you cutting down. It says cutting out, separating, stopping the patterns. You know, cutting out the people that no longer serve you, the instances and the situations you're going through that are only bringing you down. It's about you starting to be selective about who you allow into your energy, okay? Then we've got realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. So you got a lot of stuff coming to light about things in your life, because a lot of us been asleep. Like I have somebody that I know that was going through some things, and they're starting to wake up to what is happening, and they, you know, it's like they realizing, oh shit, all this shit been going on, and I just, you know, not necessarily oblivious. It's like you get used to a certain status quo, and I think you just turn a blind eye to it, or you shut down to it, or whatever. But I feel like you starting to wake up from this shit, Libra, and you like, oh hell no. So this is about you making healthier choices, focusing on self-love and self-care, being happier, and having a lot of love in life, okay? All right, this last card here from Spirit is talking about taking a step. It says, I put action behind my goals every single day. This is what I tell y'all, right? If you healing yourself and you working on yourself, Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm not asking you to do no 12-hour fucking marathons to heal yourself. Just a little bit every day. 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour every day. That's it. That's all you got to do. You can go about your life the rest of the day. Because you're still supposed to be living your life. Because that's what I hear. Live your life. It's a song. What is this Mama used to say? You know, that's what I hear. It's an old song. I don't remember who sang it or whatever. But that's what's in my head right now. So Spirit is just telling you to back your goals up with action. You know, refuse to be beaten. And you won't be. You know, you have situations where it feels like when you're trying to do something, everything and everybody want to get in your fucking way, but you got to be focused. You got to be like them Clydesdales. Isn't it the Clydesdales, they put the blinders on them when they have horses that are harnessed up or whatever, and they're walking in parades and things like that, and they put the blinders on them so they can't see all around and only see where they're going. That's the way you got to be when it comes to your life. I'm not calling you a horse, not calling you an animal, but I'm just giving you an example of you having tunnel vision and focusing on the shit you came here to do, okay? All right, the outcome card is the moon, all right? So it is talking about things being hidden. It's Cancer and Pisces energy. So there may be some things being hidden from you at this time that you don't see. Yeah, see, you got somebody around you. This is your person, the soulmate. They are pretending, wearing a mask, okay? And they could be exaggerating, trying to, like, instead of relaxing and allowing themselves to you know, slip, maybe make a mistake and show you who, you know, that they got feelings for you. This person may be acting the complete and total opposite because they don't want you to know until the time is right, okay? Then we've got intimacy here. It says bonding, sensual, confiding. You and this person are going to have an amazing connection with each other. And so don't give up. Just realize that it's going to happen when it's time for it to happen, okay? You need to be at peace as much as you possibly can, okay? So peace says, nothing can disrupt my peace. The angels remind you to make being peaceful a priority in your life. Practice peace every day in quiet thought, deep meditation, or in serene action. Use the power of peace to make your life a thing of rhythm and grace, all right? Like I told you, fight for your peace. Don't let nobody take your fucking peace from you, all right? Okay, so let's get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay, I hear that song, I Can Dream About You. So it says, your beautiful soul is what I crave most. We have, I wanted to tell you so many times already how much I miss you. And then we've got, I've been dreaming about having a future with you. Okay? All right. Let's get a few more messages, and then we're going to get the oracle card to let you go. Okay, so we say, oh, so this says, there is only you in my mind and in my heart. And then we have, I find your inner wisdom really attractive. Okay, all right. Put this over here. Okay, let's get these oracle cards from Spirit before I let you go. Okay, so you've got emotional support showing up here. It says, now is the time to check in with your emotions and with your partner's thoughts and feelings. But those of you, if you're not with your person yet, Spirit is just telling you to focus on you, focus on your stuff. Put, like I said, make yourself, you know, when they talk about main character energy, make yourself the main character of your own life, because that's as it should be anyway. Okay, because we're always taught the opposite, to give to everybody else and put yourself last. Bullshit. Put yourself first. Make yourself the top priority, okay? All right, Libra, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye, Libra. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to get a message for you, a love message for you from Spirit for Mercury Retrograde, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is for Scorpio Spirit. What is the Mercury Retrograde message for them? Okay. Is this upside down? I got these cards upside down. This one too? All right. Hold on. Okay, you got a bunch of cards here. You and Libra, I think it's Libra, the only two signs that got more than everybody else. But you know I give y'all extra shit anyway. Okay, let's go. So overall energy for this reading is the Two of Wands. You are at a crossroads. You have a decision to make. You know this. You got old love coming back, or old situationship. Let me say that, old situationship coming back, and then you got new love around the corner with this Two of Wands. You may be at a distance from this person. You know, from the old person, we know you're emotionally distant from that person, okay? But they're both coming, and you're going to have to make a choice. Okay, you're worrying, Scorpio. Stop worrying about this shit. You have no control over what is happening, okay? The only thing you have control over is taking care of you and making sure you're the best Scorpio you can be, okay? Like I said, make them motherfuckers that be talking that yang, make them talk that yang even more. That's what I say, okay? Then we got the Six of Pentacles here. You want equal love and equal give and take, and that is what is coming your way. But it's up to you to choose what you're going to do, because you know one of these people, okay, is not going to be trying to give you no damn equal love and equal give and take, okay? This is going to be the person with the red flags, right? The people that you try to put your head in the sand and act like you don't see and act like you don't hear the fucking shit they doing. Be your Scorpio self and allow this person, because you know how we are. Everybody always ends up showing their true colors to us because we see through their asses and they don't know how to deal with it, okay? So with this Two of Swords, Spirit is telling you, take your head out of the sand and stop acting like you don't see certain things, because you know things intuitively about people. Before they even come out, you know that there are things that about people, and you be like, why? Because that's how I used to be when I was younger. I used to be like, why the fuck everybody I get to see, you know, when they faking, I could just tell, I'd be like, that's fakety fake. Or they doing certain things, like, why is it that I can see this and other people don't see it? It's your gifts. It's your spiritual gifts. That is your weapon, so to speak. Not to, and I don't mean it as in you trying to hurt people or you trying to harm them, but that is your way of protecting yourself. You know how they say, who is it? You know, like how the porcupine got the things, what they call it, the tines or whatever on them. This is your spiritual protection. It's for you to see what the fuck people's, you know, ulterior motives are, to see what they truly are about, okay? All right, so we got the Ten of Swords showing up here. This is talking about an ending. You may have caught 10 swords to the back from somebody. I know you caught, if you a Scorpio, you done caught 10 swords to the back many times. And so I feel like with this Ten of Swords, this is about the putting an end to the betrayal the backstabbing, the cheating, the lying, all the things, all the ways in which you've been mistreated, because people like to take your kindness for weakness. And then we got the Queen of Swords here. You have repressed emotions, okay? Whatever this stuff is, you got to get down in there and dig fucking deep, Scorpio, and bring this shit up and heal it, okay? Because we done with these head games and the breadcrumbing and all this bullshit that other people do, because we see through it. We see it before they even fucking do it. We know what time it is. The minute they show up in our lives. And it's time for you to start using those things, starting to plant seeds with the Seven of Pentacles, to where, you head to where you want, which is this new relationship with this person, okay? But it's going to involve a work. You're going to have to work on it, okay? All right, so we're going to start by clarifying this Two of Wands. Okay, so we've got 3 cards here. So to clarify the Two of Wands here. So we've got grief, loss, depression with the Sorrow card. Okay, some of you may still be kind of marinating in the shit that happened to you in the past. You got to get over that, baby. It's time for you to move on from these things. I'm not saying don't have this time, because you got to be able to sit in this, to let it go away. But don't make this your whole life, okay? We've got influences showing up here. This talks about attachments, third parties, peers. So you got to look at the influences around you. If they're not positive, if they're not giving you the same type of energy you giving back, it's time for you to distance yourself from people and things that are not showing up the way you want them to, okay? Spirit is telling you to take a step. They're saying, I put action behind my goals every single day. You need to let go of any doubts and fears and step out of your comfort zone. Your angels are supporting you and leading you in the right direction. So you should accept their help and enjoy this moment in your life. So this is about you enjoying your life and taking steps, being proactive about going in the directions you want to move in. Because see, you know me, I always tell you, don't talk about it, be about it, okay? Don't tell nobody what the fuck you gonna do, just go do it, right? Okay, so we got the King of Swords showing up here as the first card. You got motherfuckers from the past trying to make an appearance. This is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This King of Swords has been coming up for a lot of people. So this is telling me that your new person is right around the corner, because the old person is here trying to come in and stir up some shit, okay? All right, let's clarify. This can also be Spirit telling you, oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. This could also be Spirit telling you to assert your independence. You know you're an independent person. You know you about your business. You know you about it, because the King of Swords is somebody that is very independent, okay? Whoever this person is, they may work in the government. They may be in the military. This may be somebody on the police force. This is what I'm picking up off of this card. So we got 2 cards here. We have curse and we have rejection. So this motherfucker here, I'm going to break it down to you right now. This motherfucker here is trying to curse you, okay? We got hex, we got witchcraft, we got negative mind. This motherfucker here is trying to stop you. I don't know if it's by their words, the words they speak, the energy they send toward you. I don't know if they evil eyeing you. I don't know what the fuck. But with this curse card, this person is trying to hold you back from moving into this connection that you have with this new person, okay? This is the person that rejected you, the one who abandoned you, dismissed you, okay? And basically gaslighted you. This person is trying to stop it. Stop your forward momentum, your forward trajectory, okay? All right, let me get a message card here. So when y'all were asking why I was saying what I was saying, that's why. So we've got let go showing up here. It says, I let go of things that I've outgrown. Excuse me. The angels suggest that you let go of any dead weight in your life, whether that's a toxic relationship, a job that's no longer fulfilling, or simply some negative thinking patterns. This will make space for positive new things to come into your life, okay? We got 2 more cards. Spirit got a lot to tell you. Then we got pay attention showing up here. It says, each and everything I do is worthy of my time and attention. Do you focus on what's wrong in your life? The angels encourage you to pay close attention to the good stuff. Be grateful for it and celebrate it. What you focus your attention on, want it or not, is what you become a match for. So Stop focusing on the dusties and the crusties. Let them do whatever they doing. You are protected. Spirit has got your back. Your spirit guides have got your back. They're not going to let anybody come in and try to do you wrong or do anything fucked up to you. Okay? Know that. Then we've got self-worth showing up here. It says, things happen when they're supposed to. In the angel's eyes, you are worthy of all the good that you can possibly imagine. You do not need to change to earn what you desire or what the universe wants to bring you. You are worthy of overcoming your challenges and improving your life in whatever way you wish. That's why I tell you, you're going to get the things that you want, but you just got to be ready for them. You have to step into the identity of the person that is deserving of them. I'm not saying that you're not deserving of them now, but you moved differently in these old connections with these people. Okay, that's why these people felt like they could do whatever the fuck they want to do. I'm not saying you gave them permission, but I'm saying your negative thoughts and your limiting beliefs are what is, you know, priming the pump. That's what spirit and the universe is basically mirroring back to you. Okay. All right, the next card we have here is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is about you believing in yourself, Scorpio, knowing that you can do whatever it is you want to do. Remember, I always tell you, if there's any fucking sign in the 12 zodiac signs that I will put my money on, who is gonna, you know, who is gonna succeed and get where they want to get and get what they want, you know, Scorpio is always number one. Always the number one person for me. If we was at the track betting on fucking horses, it would be the horse named Scorpio. Okay? So with this Strength card, this is spirit saying, you know, you need to build up your courage and inner strength. You have some amazing things coming your way. You have amazing gifts coming your way as well. That's what I'm hearing in my head. So it will behoove you to get into this strength energy. Look at this dude. Look how cut up he is. Oh my God. But this is about you standing in your power, knowing your worth, you know, just believing in yourself and knowing that you can do it, because it always starts with that inner belief. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the Ship card. Spirit is telling you to cut ties. Let go of these old people, these motherfuckers who don't mean you no good. Okay? Then we have the Fantasy card here. It says daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. This is about you fantasizing about what it is you want out of your life, because that's going to give it more juice to come to you. Okay? Then you've got plan here. It says following a long-term plan will help me achieve my life's purpose. To make the most of this moment of inspiration and angel guidance, plan your days so as to reach maximum efficiency. This is a powerful time for you, and you are capable of achieving a lot. Without a plan, you risk wasting precious time. So the reason why Spirit wants you to have a plan is you're going through Mercury retrograde. There's going to be some zingers coming. Okay, you know this X is coming back to you because it's Mercury retrograde, right? And they coming, flinging and slinging some fucking dark magic, some shit at you, trying to mess you up. So make sure you're protecting yourself. Burn your black and white candles. Get some sage. Get some Palo Santo. Do what you need to do. Make sure you grounding yourself and focus on keeping your aura and keeping, you know, a ball or a light of protection around you. And make sure every day you checking it for nicks, checking it for holes, making sure nothing can come in that you don't want to come in. And if you need help, call on the archangels, because I call on Archangel Michael all the time to cut the cords and stuff like that, because people like to siphon our energy because they know we from the light. They know, you know, that our energy, it must taste really damn good, because they always trying to suck on it. So I'm saying, get your mind out the gutter, Scorpio. So I'm saying all of this to say, do what you need to do to protect yourself. Have a plan so that if anything, you get any curveballs thrown at you, you know how to get back on course. Okay? All right. So next card, Queen of Cups, is us, right? It's not going to be a Scorpio reading without some Scorpio cards showing up. So the Queen of Cups is talking about you having a lot of love to give. It's talking about your psychic abilities, the fact that you're an empath, and the fact that, you know, you have this, like I said, beautiful love relationship coming your way. And you deserve it, Scorpio. Yeah, see, this person, only you, baby. I hear the platters, only you. So your spirit is telling you this person is going to be a devoted, attracted and attached to you. They're going to crave only you. So like I said, for those of you that's wondering if your person is looking at other ways or looking at other people, no, they're not doing that. You and this person are going to dust yourselves off and you're going to try again, okay? You're headed in a new direction. You're starting over when it comes to your love life. Okay, then we have endurance from Spirit. It says, I embrace patience and trust in the process. Patience is a virtue that allows us to persevere. By trusting the journey, we cultivate endurance and resilience. The angels remind you that in order to succeed, you must learn how to control your impatience and wait until the right outcome you deserve comes along. Because like I said, you a Scorpio. It all needs to be right before it gets served up to you. And so that is what Spirit is doing. So you got to trust that Spirit knows what they're doing and just focus on you. Love on you. Love on the baby. Okay? All right. So outcome card, 7 of Cups. You're going to have a lot of options, a lot of choices. You may have times where you're confused. Okay? This is about you knowing what you deserve. That's why this plan is important. You need to be making lists of what you want in your love life. You know, what your love languages are, how how you want to move in relationship, how you want your person to move, okay? Is what Spirit is telling you. So you are going from being in situations where you were abandoned, left out, walked away from, or treated coldly into new situations where you're better off, you have a different perspective, you're going to be happier, and you're going to have a clearer headspace is what Spirit is saying, okay? But it all requires your discernment when these people come into your life, because you know they're going to be trying to pull the wool over your eyes and bamboozle you. And I feel like that's why Spirit had me talking about our discernment and how we use our intuitive gifts to know what the fuck somebody's about. And Spirit is telling you to make sure you hone and sharpen those gifts, so that when these people come into your face, you know exactly who is about Scorpio and who is about some other bullshit, okay? So we've got rebirth showing up here. Death and rebirth, baby. Death and rebirth. It says, I am in constant bloom. I am refreshed, rejuvenated, and reborn. It says, you have entered a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. The angels say to be prepared to be the best you can be, okay? And this ain't nothing but a thing for Scorpios, okay? So you know what you got to do. Put your nose to the grindstone and do what you need to do to be the best person you can be. And like I said, anybody that got a fucking problem with them, that can get fucked. You know what I tell you. Because like I said, you going to be who you need to be. And like I said, when you get to shining bright like a diamond, and your light is so damn bright to these people are like, oh my God, Scorpio shining so bright, I can't even look at them. Keep moving, and keep moving, keep doing what you're doing. I hear if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. That's what Spirit is telling you, okay? All right, so now we're going to get some messages from your person. Then we're going to get some messages from Spirit, okay? So we have communication showing up here. It says, I need to talk to you and feel you close. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will be encouraging me. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I will be waiting to hear back from you. Okay? So your person's getting ready to reach out. It's not going to apply to everybody now. So don't be mad if the person don't show up. Like I said, everything has to be just right for you, Scorpio, and you got to respect that. Okay? Then we've got surprise. It says, I'm planning to surprise you soon with a gift from the heart. Get ready to receive something special soon that expresses how I feel about you. The gift could come in any form in the physical or spiritual realms, and it will bring us closer. The romantic gesture, 3D communication, or telepathic communication is on its way to you. So you might be getting a surprise from your person, okay? In whatever form it wants to come in. You want this card, Spirit? Okay. All right. I'll do that one. Okay, so we've got emotional support showing up here. This is from Spirit. Emotional support. It says, now is the time to check in with your emotions and your partner's thoughts and feelings. So this is about you right now. If you're not in a connection with anybody, check in with Scorpio. Find out what Scorpio needs and supply that, okay? Then we've got enchanted love. It says a sacred bond that is divinely guided and harmonious. This love that you have with this person is true love. I keep telling y'all, some of y'all be out there looking at other people. This person is in this relationship. Why I'm not in a relationship? Because the shit you trying to get in, baby, everybody's not going to have access to that type of love in this lifetime. Spirit is trying to give you something very, very special. They're showing me a photograph of, or a picture of this big ass present wrapped in green paper, green metallic Christmas paper with a big ass gold bow on the top. It's one of those boxes where you pull off the top and that big ass bow is on top, but the oh God, the other parts of the bow, you know how they'll have it where it'll be coming up the sides. That's what Spirit is showing me, that you got this big ass beautiful present, this reward coming towards you. So just hang on, hold on tight, and don't let go. Okay? All right, Scorpio, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all, Scorpio. Bye. Okay. Oh. Ooh, I gotta pee. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to get a message, a love message for you from Spirit for Mercury Retrograde. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is for Sagittarius Spirit. What is their Mercury Retrograde message? Okay. Whew. You're going through some stuff, ain't you, Sagittarius? Okay. Overall energy for this message is the Five of Pentacles. So you could be going through some type of money issues. This is also talking about like feeling left out in the cold, okay, being ghosted, left on red, all of these things. Okay, this could just be a card that's significating a lot of the hardships that you've dealt with when it comes to your past. This could be your person, you know, having experienced this as well. Okay, underneath this is the King of Cups. This is Cancer when it shows up for me. It is water. It is talking about balance, the need for balance. Okay, underneath this we have the Five of Wands. So you may be experiencing a lot of inner and outer conflict in your world, or this could be people competing to be in your life, Sagittarius, because you know you be in demand. Then we got the Three of Swords here. This is talking about heartbreak, breakup, separation, but it's also talking about betrayal, backstabbing, third-party situations. But I feel like the prominent thing that's standing out here for me is Spirit talking about the fact that you're going to have to make a choice, okay? You have your wish fulfillment coming towards you with the Nine of Cups, okay? But you also have a fucking player coming your way as well, all right? This is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also talking about the fact that when this love comes your way, you're going to have to take a risk in order to, you know, move towards this person, okay? This person's going to come in with a lot of truth, communication, transparency, and they're going to want the same thing in return because this person wants to commit to you. They want to marry you. They want to build a stable foundation with you, okay? They want to give you equal love, equal give and take, and a lot of balance and healing with temperance, which is your energy. Okay, so we're going to start by clarifying the Five of Pentacles. Let's go. Ooh, you got a lot of cards here. Okay, so you've been dealing with a lot of shallow fucking people is what Spirit is telling me, okay? But you are coming into a season of your life where, you know, things are going to be more lighthearted. You're going to find out a lot of things. There are going to be a lot of changes, and it's talking about things coming to light and you healing, okay? We've got the Time card showing here. It's talking about you waiting. You may be closing out cycles, looking back at past moments, okay? Spirit is telling you, focus on your creativity. It says, divine inspiration strikes at the most wonderful times. The angels remind you that the more you believe in your abilities and let your creative impulses out, the better artist you become. You start to feel more alive and powerful as you allow new wonderful ideas into your mind, okay? So this is about you opening yourself up to creation, right? Your way of creating. And there's no right and wrong way to do that. It's whatever, you know, inspires you, whatever spurs you, whatever, when you get that feeling, you know, you get that feeling of excitement when you think about doing something, those are the things that you should take advantage of, is what I feel like Spirit is saying, okay? All right, so the first card here is the Devil. That's what Spirit is telling you, Capricorn energy. The Devil is trying to come back into your life, and you know who your fucking devil is. You know who it is. So this is about somebody that's very obsessed with you, Okay, they still looking your way. See how they supposed to be moving forward, but they looking to the side. They looking at you. And I feel like they have targeted, is what I hear in my head. Targeted you. They don't want you going anywhere. So they're going to try to do whatever they can to fucking try to keep you under their thumb. Okay? All right. Let's clarify. All right. Okay. Hold on. Okay. This person has very cloudy judgment. Okay? They're going through a lot of illusions. They're unbalanced. They're distorted. Okay? We've got resistance showing up here. This person's trying to stop you from going towards your person because you have a secret admirer. And they're trying to suppress that. Okay? They're trying to stop this person from coming your way because they don't want you to be happy. They want you to be miserable with them. Okay? So we got the hope card showing up here. This is the message from Spirit. It says hope is a choice. I choose to be hopeful. The angels remind you that without hope, you can't build belief. Your actions are directionless. Your purpose feels like a pipe dream, and true meaning seems unattainable. Hope is about recognizing that good things are yet to come and about expecting them to come. So you got to get into this expectation and know, fucking devil or not, you going towards what you going to go towards, and nobody and nothing's going to stop you. Okay? All right, next card, Page of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's a lot of passion in this connection with you and your person. This is talking about, the both of you being curious about each other, being excited to come together. There's going to be communication with this Page of Wands here. Okay, let's get the clarification card. This card, Spirit. Okay, let me do this one. Let me do that one too. Next one. All right. Okay, so your person right now, if they're around you, they're pretending, they're wearing a mask. Like I said, they may be exaggerating that they don't have feelings for you, even though they do. This is the new person, the soulmate, okay? But there's going to be a lot of ecstasy between you and this person. And you know what I mean. Get your mind out the gutter. And so it says chasing thrills, excitement, good time. You're going to have a lot of good times with this person. This is going to be the most memorable relationship you've ever fucking been in. Okay, so we've got pay attention showing up here. So Spirit is saying each and everything I do is worthy of my time and attention. It says, do you focus on what's wrong in your life? The angels encourage you to pay close attention to the good stuff, be grateful for it, and celebrate it. What you focus your attention on is wanted or not is what you become a match for. So you want the positivity, you want the ecstasy, you want the thrills, the excitement, the good times. It's about you focusing on that and turning a blind eye to all the other bullshit, okay? Then we've got passion showing up here. It says, the universe is always guiding me towards my passions. The angels ask you to act and follow what you believe in with all your heart. You have come to this earth to fulfill a mission, unleash your full potential, and engage in activities that bring pleasure. So always focus on what makes Sagittarius happy. That's what this is about at the end of the day, is the fact that you have placed your power into other people's hands in the past, and when it turned on you, you wondered why. So this is about you taking back that power, pulling back all your power from the people that you've given it to, and you being the steward of your life. Okay. All right, next card. The last card we have here is the Seven of Swords. So this is talking about betrayal. This can be talking about lies, somebody, not being honest. I feel like Spirit is telling you with this Seven of Swords card, this can be talking about you planning, forming a plan about how you want your life to go. Stick to that plan. We talked about that earlier, the need for you to plan things out. Also with the Seven of Swords, this is talking about, you need to be asking yourself, where are you not being truthful with yourself? Because it can talk about, possible self-sabotage, like with you not being honest, okay? Because it's not other people are not the only people that lie to us, Sagittarius. Sometimes we lie to ourselves. So it's about what is it that you're refusing to see, or you're not wanting to look at, or you're not wanting to come to Jesus about, okay? All right, let's clarify. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Okay, so some of y'all don't want to come to Jesus about your fucking ex-person, about this motherfucking twin flame. Because right after I asked that question, this is the card that popped out. But we're going to throw this to the side. Okay? So you got somebody coming. Cupid's arrow is showing up here, and it says intimacy. So Spirit is telling you to have faith. Love is coming. You've got surprise invitations coming your way, all right? And you're going to be struck by this person, all right? Then you've got intimacy showing up here. It's talking about bonding, sensual times, you confiding in this person. Like I told you, this person's going to end up being your best friend, okay? All right. Okay, so we got 2 more cards from Spirit. We have let go and we have love. So let go says, I let go of things that I've outgrown. The angels suggest that you let go of any dead weight in your life, whether it's a toxic relationship, a job that's no longer fulfilling, or simply some negative thinking patterns. This will make space for positive new things to come into your life, okay? So let go of the things that are no longer serving you. I tell you, 8 of Cups, walk away from anything. And I know it takes strength. I know it's hard, but the rewards on the other side, you're gonna wish you had done it sooner, okay? Then we've got love showing up here. It says, I give my heart, ready to receive the heart of another. The angels are supporting your relationship and want to remind you of the importance of giving love and support to your partner. Spend time with your loved ones and balance your affection in a healthy way, okay? All right, let's get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay, so we've got Spark and we have Protected. So Spark says, my love for you is written in the stars. We have the spark between us, which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us. You are the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me from within. Look up at the stars tonight and know that I am under the same sky thinking about you. We are destined to be together for many lifetimes. We don't need to rush this love. Our love is eternal, okay? Then we have Protected, all right? It says, I will always protect you, my love, even whether we are together or not at this time. My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you and the love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross. So this person is holding themselves, back, waiting for you. They're not wanting to be in nothing with nobody else, okay? All right, let's get these oracle cards. It already popped out. So we've got exciting news showing up here. It says good news is coming your way. Whether it be a pregnancy, an engagement, or moving in together, get excited to celebrate. So there's something exciting coming your way, all right? Don't forget to let me know about it in the comments, all right? Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye, Sagittarius. Hi, Capricorn. Welcome back to Leigh Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to get a message from Spirit for you. A love message for Mercury Retrograde, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is for Capricorn Spirit. Mercury Retrograde message, please. Okay, overall energy for this message is the 4 of Pentacles. This is talking about holding yourself back emotionally. See, remember I tell you, in the 4 of Pentacles, whenever anybody holds something in front of their chest, or in any card in tarot, when they hold something in front of their chest, there's a spirit saying that they're holding themselves back. So you may be holding yourself back emotionally because of the things that you've been through. But if you want to be in this connection with this new person, to be able to welcome them in, you're going to have to get rid of that. You're going to have to open yourself up, because look what you got coming. Happy family. You got happiness. You got kids. You got all these things coming with this person with the 10 of Cups. Okay? But it's how you plant your seeds with the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you are planting those seeds and you're nurturing them to make them grow. But it's going to involve you opening yourself up emotionally. Okay? All right. So we're going to start by clarifying this 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so you got somebody coming in wanting to apologize to you, ask for forgiveness. They're returning to tell you that they're sorry. This, I feel like, is referring to that small amount of you that had a false start with this person, with the soulmate. This could also be that other person, because they've been showing up in the cards lately for a lot of the other signs as well, okay? All right, so we've got take a step here from Spirit. Spirit is saying, I put action behind my goals every single day. It says you need to let go of any doubts and fears and step out of your comfort zone. Your angels are supporting you and leading you in the right direction. So you should accept their help and enjoy this moment in your life. Okay? All right. Then we've got trust. Regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. The angels ask you not to worry about the resolution of the current situation. Instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, trust that you will get exactly what you need. So Spirit is telling you, you got to trust them and know that they have your good intentions at heart. Because this is not people here on, on earth who just doing whatever, doing whatever the fuck they doing. Spirit, these are the people that signed on to be your guides before you came down here. So if you don't trust them, who the hell you gonna trust? Okay? So you gotta just trust and understand that you have an entire team that is supporting you down here, because they know that this life is not easy. Okay? But sometimes we make things more difficult on ourselves, Capricorn, when we get pissed off about stuff because it's not showing up when we when we think it's supposed to show up. But we don't know what's best for us in this situation. It is Spirit. And like I told you, not just dealing with you, they dealing with another person that got to get their shit together as well. Okay? So the first card that fell is Justice. This is Libra energy. It is talking about balance. It's also talking about karmic justice, like you getting what you deserve in relationships. Because like I said, I feel like, you've been through a lot. You've tried to give and love and give your heart to people who have just basically stepped on it, dragged you, did all this stupid shit. So I feel like with the Justice card, it is Spirit saying that it is time for you to get what you finally deserve, okay? So you've got the Serenity card falling here. It says everything in and around me is in perfect harmony. So it says you're moving into a time of greater inner peace and tranquility. The angels reassure you that peace of mind is within you. You can feel serene even in the midst of great turmoil, okay? So I'm using the analogy of a hurricane. In the middle of a hurricane, you got all this shit going on the outside, right? But in the middle of a hurricane, it's calm, right? So I feel like the reason why Spirit is giving me this is to let you know that even if it seems like everything around you is falling down around you, be in the eye of the storm. Be where it's calm. Don't allow it to get to you like that. Because, that's what they say. That's what the enemy wants, right? They want you to be discombobulated. They want you to be upset. They want you to not focus on yourself and move in the direction you want to move in, okay? All right, they want to take away your peace of mind. So you've been in your energy here, I feel like, single, solitary, focusing on yourself, looking back at things from the past. You know what? Out of all the signs, I always get the energy from y'all, Capricorn, that y'all are doing the most to help yourselves, to heal yourself and stuff like that, because you just such a diligent sign. You're very focused. You know how to get things done when it's time to get things done. So I applaud you for that, and you should applaud yourself for that. So while you're looking back at the past and healing yourself and stuff like that to get ready for this person, know that, it may not seem like you're seeing anything pan out in the 3D right now, but it's coming, okay? All right, the next card we have here is the Three of Cups, okay? So this is a soulmate card. It's talking about friends. You could have other soul tribe coming into your life as well. Because as I've been telling other signs, I recently met someone that I became really good friends with, and this person is a soulmate. Like I said, when you meet your people, you're going to know, because it's going to feel unlike anything else you've ever felt with anybody else before. But this is also about your person coming into your life and wanting to reunite with you because you had a past life connections with them. Okay, let's clarify. See, you got peace, right? Spirit is telling you to be at peace. Have balance, create harmony. You got friendships, like I told you, coming in for you, all right, with the Three of Cups. And like I said, it's soulmate. These are soulmates coming. Then we got running. It says ghosting, disappearing, invisible. You know who that is. The ex, and we not finna fuck with that. Hold on. Let me get another card. Okay. So you're stepping into a relationship with this new person where there's going to be bonding, there's going to be sensuality, there's going to be confiding. This person's going to be your confidant, okay? When it comes to this running card, I feel like this is Spirit just telling you these days of people running from you are over, okay? So we have the calm card as well. And Spirit is saying, I'm surrounded by the energy of calm, peace, and positivity. It says the angels remind you that calmness comes with a determination to live happily ever after in the present moment, relinquishing the past and not worrying about the future, but placing our lives firmly in the Creator's hands. So this is like, you know, letting go and letting God and just maintaining your peace. Okay. All right. Next card. It says the Fool. So this is about you preparing to take that leap of faith, because your person, I feel like, is on the other side of this, card, hanging on just like you, getting ready to take that leap. Okay. And look, she's got a crystal in her hand. That looks like an amethyst to me. So it's like healing. So you're healing yourself and preparing to take the leap. Let's clarify. Okay, so this is about you, you know, getting out of those situations that were hollow, empty, where, you know, they were surface level, superficial, and getting away from people with arrogance, ego, stubbornness, getting away from those qualities or people that bring that type of stuff around you, okay? Then we have self-belief showing up here. It says, I am brave and I choose to be the architect of my life. The angels ask you to claim your power. This will lead you to fulfill your dreams and create the life, relationships, and abundance that you deserve and long for. When your self-belief is strong and your faith in your abilities is high, you easily hear and follow your intuition, okay? So this is about you believing in yourself, putting the focus on you, and knowing that, you know, when you claim your power, you pull back your power from everybody you've given it to and just focus on yourself. Your intuition is going to get stronger. You know, it's that self-belief is what primes everything in your life, okay? All right, so now we are going to get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay, we have separation, all right? It says, even though we're not together right now, our separation is only temporary. We've already had so many lifetimes together and we have so many more to come. So your person is just telling you, you know, in a blink of an eye, they're going to be here with you. It may not feel like a blink of an eye when you're going through it, but I feel like when you get together with this person, you ain't gonna give a fuck about none of this shit that came before. Okay, so we've got denial showing up here. It says, what truth about yourself are you avoiding that could be interfering with the openness to love? So this is a question you need to ask yourself while you're on your healing journey. Okay, then we have alignment. It says, like a cosmic match made in heaven, we are magically aligned. We fit together so naturally. So you and this person is going to be very smooth sailing for the both of you most of the time. I feel like when you go through shit, it's going to be a outer, I don't even want to use this word, but this is what Spirit is giving me, outer attacks. People from the outside, like your ex, your person's ex, trying to tear your relationship down because they don't want you to be happy. Okay? All right. Let's get this last oracle card here from Spirit and see what they want to tell you. Oh, they were ready. Okay, it says soulmate. It says the person you're inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. Because that's what you're going to feel. This person's going to feel like home. They're going to feel like, you know, you're going to know it's them. That's why I say when people ask me, how do you know? You just can tell. It just, the energy feels so good. You finish each other's sentences. You think a lot alike. You've had a lot of experiences, similar experiences to this person. I mean, it's just going to be like you talking to them and you'll be like, I don't even need you to finish the damn story because the same fucking thing happened to me. It's going to be like that. It's like you're going to be two peas in a pod. That's just the best way I can explain it. But you will feel it. It will feel so good. You will know this person is from the light. You will know that you are from the light. And you will know that the two of you were meant to be together. Okay? All right, Capricorn. I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week. And I will talk to you soon. Love y'all, Capricorn. Bye. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today I have a love message from Spirit for you for Mercury Retrograde, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. I hope y'all been doing well. I miss y'all, Aquarius, because you know I love to read for y'all. You know I love it. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, Aquarius. Overall energy for this week's read, or this message, because it's not this week's reading, it's a message. Two of Cups, okay? So you have a strong connection, mutual attraction with your soulmate. And look at the cards. Remember how I tell y'all are going to be different races, different backgrounds, you know, different religions. See the difference? See one arm is darker than the other? Okay, that's Spirit confirming that. Then we have the Ace of Swords here. This person's going to come in, be very honest, open and honest, very transparent about how they feel, what they want, their desires. They're not going to come in and play games, okay? With the Two of Swords, Spirit is telling you, urging you to take your head out of the sand. Look for the red flags. Look for the things that you need to look for. I'm not talking about just in the connection with your person, but with anybody that is around you, because this is about you coming to Jesus, starting to realize who is for you, who is not, and getting rid of the people that aren't, okay? Then we got the Ten of Swords here, but it came up upside down. So Spirit is telling you it's time for them swords, that you know, all that backstabbing that you've been dealing with, all of that to come out of your back, those swords to slide out, because you know when it's upside down, they're sliding out, okay? All right, so this is about you letting go of the betrayals, of the, you know, the cheating, the lying, all the things that you've experienced, because you have a lot of love to give with this Queen of Cups card, which is Scorpio energy, and it's time for you to give it, okay? All right, so we're going to start by clarifying this Two of Cups. Okay, so you have the abundance card showing up here. So it says, abundance is my essence, my foundation, and my being. Hold on one second. Okay, it says the angels are telling you that you already possess the power to have everything you've ever dreamed of and more. When you cultivate true joy, love, peace, passionate purpose, and freedom inside yourself, you'll see these things reflected back to you in the outside world. So this is about you becoming what you want on the inside, so it can be reflected back to you on the outside, okay? A lot of you are withdrawn, okay? You're feeling single, you're feeling lonely, feeling solitary, but you've got somebody coming, okay? It says meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building a friendship. This could be a friend that comes in before your actual soulmate comes in, but like I told you, they're a soulmate as well, and it's going to feel good no matter who it is that shows up, okay? All right, so the first card we have here is the Eight of Cups. This is talking about you moving forward, you know, walking away from the things that no longer serve you, right? With the Eight of Cups, realizing what Aquarius deserves and what Aquarius, you know, no longer deserves, and what you're not going to put up with anymore, okay? All right, let me get these other cards. Okay, so we have, okay, you got somebody coming to apologize. It could be the old crusty, the dusty, or, you know, for those of you that had a false start with your new person, with a soulmate, it could be them coming to make amends, okay? Then we've got the self-indulgence card showing up here. So this is about you focusing on you, your self-worth, your value, taking the time to heal, doing the shadow work, learning how to appreciate yourself, okay? All right. Then we've got the message from Spirit. It says trust, okay? So it says, regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. The angels ask you not to worry about the resolution of the current situation. Instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, trust you will get exactly what you need. So Spirit's got your back. They're asking you to trust them, okay? And to relinquish control and let them take the steering wheel, okay? All right, next card, Three of Wands. This is talking about you waiting for your ships to come in, right? Some of y'all been waiting for a long ass time for your ships to come in, but don't get discouraged. Take this time to pour into yourselves. I tell you this all the time because you're not going to get this time to do this like this anymore. Look at Spirit backing me up. It says self-love, the same shit I just saying, okay? So Spirit is telling you, take this time to cultivate a relationship with yourself and stop worrying about this person. They're coming. When the time is right, they're coming. But you got to be at a certain point in order for this person to be able to come in. So that's why we're talking about you focusing on self, okay? All right, so we've got running showing up here. It says ghosting, disappearing, invisible. There's going to be an end to this shit. That's what Spirit is telling you. No more of this, okay? Then we've got confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. Yeah, you're coming out of a phase where you're dealing with this type of stuff. The more you heal yourself, the further you get away from stuff like this, okay? Then you've got self-love showing here. It says, I am worthy of love. Focus your attention on loving and believing in yourself. You're being encouraged by the angels to make your relationship with yourself your number one priority. Rather than dwell upon your shortcomings, you must accept and embrace who you are. So like I say, if you want somebody to love you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, you got to love yourself that way as well. You got to accept everything about you. Like I told you, this new person coming into your life is gonna love everything about you. Even the shit you can't stand about yourself, this person's gonna love that about you. Okay? So you gotta learn how to love and accept yourself like that as well. Okay? All right. Then we've got the Nine of Swords here. You're worrying. Aquarius, stop worrying about this. Know that you deserve this. Know that you didn't go through all the shit you went through in fucking vain. You did not. Okay? Because look, let me tell you this. I feel the same way you feel a lot of times. You know, I'm like, don't tell me that I went through all this shit for nothing, right? But you didn't. You didn't, because things are starting to turn around. Money is showing up. You got new people showing up in your life that are treating you right. You got this soulmate that's on the way. Some of you are getting brand new cars. It's a lot of beautiful things happening. So don't worry yourself to death about this stuff. It's coming. What is for you will not pass you by. Okay? All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get these cards. It's not a read if I don't have to pick some cards up off the floor. Hold on. Okay, so you're ascending, okay? And because you're ascending, you've got the karma. You've got karmic lessons that you're learning, okay? So you're learning about the consequences of your actions, cause and effect. You know, you may be paying off karmic debts as well, okay? Then we've got the Serenity card showing up here. This is from Spirit. It says, everything in and around me is in perfect harmony. You are moving into a time of greater inner peace and tranquility. The angels reassure you that peace of mind is within you. You can feel serene even in the midst of great turmoil. Okay, so no matter what's going on around you, maintain your peace, keep your peace. This person that's coming into your life is going to do nothing but add to your peace. That's one of the ways you're going to know it's them. Number one, is going to feel so damn good. I was talking to Capricorn just about this just a few minutes ago. It's going to feel so damn good being around this person. You're going to feel like your cup is full. Even if your cup may be halfway empty, when you talk to this person or interact with them, when you get through, your cup's going to be overflowing. Because this is going to be somebody that's going to give to you the way you give to them. Okay? So this is about you just hanging in there and knowing that the cavalry is coming, okay? All right, the last card we've got, see, there's your person right there, Knight of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person is coming to you open, honest, transparent, laying all them cards out on the table. They've got their heart on their sleeve. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel. They're going to court you, romance you, or expect that from you. If it's a woman for a man, or two women, two men, whatever it is. And so with the Knight of Cups, you're stepping into this beautiful relationship with this person. So just love on yourself. Put yourself first. Stop trying to rush this connection, is what Spirit is telling you. Okay? Hold on. I got another card I got to pick up off the floor. Hold on. Okay, so to clarify the Knight of Cups, we have intimacy. You and this person are going to be able to talk to each other about any and everything. This is going to be a friendship. You're going to confide in this person. A lot of bonding is going to happen between the two of you. You're going to have a lot of sexy time, of course. A lot of passion between the both of you, okay? Then we've got blowing kiss here. So it says unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love and affection returned. So this person's going to give you what you give them, right? they're gonna have your back. It's gonna be a thing where, you know, they love you no matter what. Like I told you, they're gonna love all your shit, your imperfections, your perfections, whatever you want to call it. This person's gonna love you, okay, the way you've always wanted to be loved. So the card from Spirit, the advice from Spirit is slow down. I'm taking the time to simply be. The angels would like to introduce you to the art of being. There are many things we can rediscover by slowing down and not always rushing to get things done. Walk slowly, pay attention to every step, leave time for conversation, eat slowly, and be deliberately aware of your actions. So this is about you savoring life. Stop trying to rush through life to just get to the next fucking goal, the next thing or whatever, because all that's going to happen is you're going to get there and then you're going to plan the next thing and be going towards that. So just enjoy your life. Take your, you know, your wins, enjoy your time to yourself. Like I said, make this a love fest, an Aquarius love fest. How can I love myself more than I've ever loved myself before in my life? Make that a goal in your life, okay? This is about you standing 10 toes down for yourself, okay? We always 10 toes down for other people. Now it's time to be 10 toes down for you, okay? All right, let's get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay. Your person is telling you you're the only thing in their mind and heart. They're not looking at nobody else. They ain't fucking around with nobody else. It says, thank you for teaching me how to appreciate the small things in life. Then we have, you make me feel like a kid again. I tell you this all the time. You and this person, your inner children are going to play with each other, okay? This person's gonna be goofy and silly. If you the one that's like stoic and serious all the time, not that anything is wrong with that. This person is gonna make you laugh and be silly and be goofy, all the things to just get. They're gonna want to see all parts of you, and so they're gonna do whatever is necessary in order to pull out all of that stuff. Okay, so we've got, I've been dreaming about having a future with you. Okay. Then we have, my loneliness is killing me when you're not around. And then we have, I've been thinking about the last time I saw you. So like I keep telling y'all, some of y'all, this person sees you on a regular basis, whether it's social media, they come to your job, you have a similar friend group. It could be a myriad of different ways. Okay. You may work together. It's going to be different for everybody. Okay. So let's get these, or I don't know why can't talk. Let's get these oracle cards from Spirit and see what else they want to tell you. Okay. Ooh. I got all this stuff falling. Hold on. Okay, Spirit. This too many. I need some more. I need you to send me exactly what you want. Okay, here we go. So we have exciting news. Capricorn got this card as well. It says good news is coming your way, whether it be a pregnancy, an engagement, or moving in together. Get excited to celebrate. For some of you, it's just maybe your person coming into your life, okay? All right. But like I said, until they show up, live your life. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy being single. Enjoy being able to do whatever the hell you want to do whenever the hell you want to do it. There's no compromise at this time. It's whatever you want, right? It's that I hear that T.I. song, you can have whatever you like. That's what I hear. So you can do whatever you want to do. So enjoy it, okay? Then we've got soulmate showing up here. It says the person you're inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. Okay? All right, Aquarius. You know I loved you. I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. I love y'all to death. Bye, Aquarius.